views because they were recording so late at night. So I've been giving certain shows the opportunity to replay at a later time,
Hey y'all.
like this one.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Definitely want to welcome you to this week's episode of Hoecially Awkward. If this is your first time joining us, I'd like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi So 100, or Cummer Walker if you're nasty. I am joined by my only two co-hosts because that other nigga is fired.
Fired.
We got the narcissist,
Shit.
Pod Guy Fresh in the building.
I'm not a
Mr.
narcissist.
Tone Deaf, both of the
Bruh,
Deaf
you
Fresh
call
Show. Make
yourself
sure you
God.
check them out on Saturdays.
Only person that matters right now does not think I'm a narcissist. So I guess that's what counts.
She don't even know what the word narcissist is.
Yes, you calling her stupid, fam? You know she watched these shows.
Oh, I thought you were talking about K.
No,
So you be like K, the only one that matters.
Yeah, you kind of do.
No, he knew what I was talking about.
I didn't because I thought you meant K too.
See?
So we was on the same page
Right.
there. I'm like, bro, she definitely don't know. Now we talk about
Little
autistic kids
baby,
being
that's
smart and they be playing the field and shit. But I really don't feel like she know what narcissism mean.
Yeah, but she loves me anyway.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that's the only one that would matter. But apparently there's somebody else that matters. Shout out to you.
Yeah, she watches the show too. She gonna hear that comment.
She probably thought you were talking about Baby K too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I see you. You go gas her right before the holidays. You trying to get them cool grass.
Oh no, them for sure. Them locked in already.
I was like, no, if it
Yeah,
comes to shoes, that nigga already got it.
I ain't waiting on nobody.
Now, if we talking about matching shirts and socks, maybe be okay.
That was actually really hard. For me, like back when I was dating Marv, because he's really into shoes, and it's hard for a nigga that has money and buys his own trying to surprise a nigga like that, because they go beat you to the punch every single time.
Yeah, like I feel like you could surprise me with anything else, but tennis shoes, nah.
Yes,
I'm on it.
Yeah, it was
Because I gotta have it.
Just find out what color is coming out and work
Right.
around it.
Yeah. See, Tone's right.
At this point, you basically if you have a nigga that is a sneakerhead and you want to surprise him with shoes, at this point you just got to drop him a cash app and be like, this is for your shoes.
Right.
Basically.
You can't buy them for him.
Or because it'd be so hard. Like, hey, download the sneakers app, put your information in, and then you get in line when I get in line. You might hit, I might not hit.
Hey, okay, so yeah. So then if we both hit, right?
Right.
One of us could flip that.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you got your shit for the free skin. Then we got something.
There's always gonna be a nigga who wants them shoes.
Right. Especially depending on what shoe it was. It's an easy $300 to $500 flip.
Because I tried to hit the cool grades, I didn't get it, bro.
On Monday, you tried on Monday?
I tried.
I was so upset that I didn't get them. But then, like a couple days later, I heard that Nike.
Text me the YouTube link.
Oh,
then I heard that.
I forgot.
I heard that Nike had like some cargo stuck in the middle of the ocean, some fucking where. So it's niggas who got their shoes, and then there's niggas who didn't get their shoes.
Wow.
No, yeah, like Nike canceled a lot of orders.
That's crazy.
And refunded niggas their money back. But I like if it's a shortage of shit, like with the pandemic and some shit gets stuck in the middle of the fucking ocean, it ain't Nike fault.
Can't do nothing about that.
Right. Like, best thing we can really do is give your money back and then you see what's popping on the 11th of December.
The worst you can do is pay for a shoe and have to wait 6 weeks for your shoes.
Oh, then niggas got to stop buying shit off Goat and StockX.
That's different. They tell you up front. They tell you up front.
They definitely send you emails like, hey, it's a pandemic. Due to COVID-19, a lot of shit is coming late, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm ready for all of like the effects of the pandemic to be over, but it's not gonna go nowhere because niggas just want to do what the fuck they want to do. So we gonna be kind of stuck in this for a while.
I mean,
hey fam, I've been double shot, so I'm good now.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
hey, Baby K just got her shot.
For real?
Yeah.
Y'all do it right away?
No, they
No, what I mean, like as soon as they said it was cool for the kids to get it, y'all went and signed her up for it.
I guess.
Because like a lot of people,
I can get my 3 months are up now from when I was in the hospital. So
you get your boost. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people are really nervous about letting the kids get it. and we one of them.
Uh,
So I'm trying to find somebody who let their kid get the shot, so I can see if their kid survive or not.
well, I don't think K
But K
can.
don't count though.
I was gonna
She
say, nigga,
she
she's
built for it tough.
right. Like I don't think anything can harm her.
Like Kay could be in the street and accidentally get hit with a car, and the car is the one that didn't make it
You want to know what's K's kryptonite? Other fucking children,
because she want to be around kids.
right? Because like when
Yeah.
like K ain't never sick until she go to school and then come home.
Because other kids are a whole different level of sick,
Bro,
bro.
have you watched kids?
Yes, they're
Like,
fucking filthy
They
people.
filthy, dog.
Like they are like, okay, now
Like kids will wipe
Did you get
their
it?
they will wipe
yeah, I already said.
they will wipe their nose with their hand and then hug you. Like why would you do some shit like
No,
that?
fuck
man?
hug you. Like they sitting there eating Doritos and they're just
And then they be touching. They
Right
want
in
to
the
touch on
and
everything.
then it's never just like a normal like they with the whole like they get every from the fucking fingertip all the
It's
way to
all
the
kind
base
of
the,
orange
yeah.
Dorito crust in the kids are filthy people.
Because I was at urban area yesterday, dog.
Then they
And them
just
little
cough
kids.
in the air and they just kids are fucking disgusting. And that was one of like
Hey,
the
we got
best
picture in
things.
picture.
That was one of the best things for me.
Also, there's a little lightning ball that
Um,
goes around it too every once in a while.
Being, like on lockdown and shit, like with the kids being home doing virtual school,
Yeah.
because I didn't have to worry about that shit. They wasn't in a school building full of nasty ass kids and bringing shit home because it never fails. I am the person to get sick in the house. They can have all kind of fucking germs attached to them, and it doesn't matter. They're like, we'll wait till we get home to Tamika. It's cool.
But like that, I feel like that's the only time I really get sick is when Kay come home from school and she passed that shit on to everybody else in the house.
I just want to say that Fashion Nova, somebody has to
Die.
somebody really has to holler at their marketing team. Like, because I know
about them text messages.
yes, because now I'm familiar with the apps because I've had SMS messaging for my store.
Right.
And so I know how you can customize the messages. But the text that I got today from Fashion Nova, it's free, like Britney, bitch. BOGO free jeans, sweaters, jackets, tops, and lingerie starts now.
Dog, what was that? What was the latest big pandemic shit that happened? Something happened. It was a blackout. It was a pay something. And in the middle of all this shit, Fashion Nova was texting people. I understand you ain't got no power, but guess what? You could be powerful with these jeans we got on sale.
Like they just they capitalize off
Everything.
literally everything. Like they do not pump the fucking brakes.
So I heard you
At
lost
all.
your leg. So guess what? We got half off jeans for you. Like they'll say some ill shit like that.
If a motherfucker text
They
me,
go advertise cargo shorts.
so you ain't got no hands, but you can use 37 pockets. Like, what the fuck, fam? How am I getting these pockets, bro? I ain't got no hand.
They don't care.
Right. Hey, so me and
You ain't
Juan,
got no arms, so but we got these sleeveless tees on sale.
man.
Like they
So-
rude.
Hola, I
Sleeveless
can't
tees,
see who it
dog.
is because I'm not in the group.
Sleeveless
Let me
tees
see.
for
Sorry.
a nigga with no arms. Hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, I see somebody saying hola, but like I said, I'm
It's
not in the group,
Tori.
so. Fucking faggot.
damn.
I can say that.
Shit.
What you got against T-Boss?
Nah, man, he was talking shit. Fucked up.
Oh.
He was fucking with me. He been fucking with me all day. He was fucking with me yesterday too, because okay, so I went to brunch yesterday with Denise.
You went to brunch with your bestie.
So I went to brunch with Denise, and there kept like if it wasn't like lyrics about Cali, it was like Cali artists. So you know me, I'm like, shit, nigga, that's a sign. Y'all know that's where my heart is at. But when I get home, Rhea's singing some song, and the dude is talking about California. So I'm like, dude, that's like the fourth or fifth song that got something to do with Cali today. That's a sign. I told you that's my destiny. She was like, that song is about him being cheated on, ma'am. And I'm like, I don't commit to get cheated on, so like, I don't care. And she
What
was
the
like,
hell song
but
was
she
she
got so
listening to?
excited. She was like, thank you for finally admitting that you got commitment issues. I'm like, hold on now, I ain't say all that. And Jelly Bean, she
What?
like, she come in her little beads and shit like, What's going on? She's like, oh, mom just, talking about how she don't commit to people. Talking about, oh, duh. Like, what's new? I'm like,
Your kids know you so
They
well.
know
bro,
you.
I don't have commitment issues though.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yeah, you
I
do.
do not have commitment
Hold
issues
on. Why do you feel like you don't have commitment issues?
because I don't have a problem committing.
Then commit to something.
I have to commit to something worth committing to. I don't have a problem with commitment. I don't want
So
to
you
commit.
don't know nobody that's worth
I don't want to
committing
commit to bullshit. What is
Hon-
wrong with not wanting to commit to
honestly-
bullshit? I don't have commitment
It's-
issues.
But there's all facets of bullshit in there somewhere.
If anything, y'all see that I usually hold on to shit longer than I
was ju-
should. So
that's what
how
was
do,
gonna
how
say.
do I have
Technically,
commitment issues?
she does. She don't let shit go. She should be letting go.
Say, look, you got commitment issues, and I'm a narcissist.
I don't have commitment issues. You
I'm-
really are a narcissist.
I'm not a narcissist.
You are.
Well,
How?
you called yourself Pod God.
Because I'm the god of this pod shit, nigga.
That's
Duh.
the
That's
fucking
the
narcissist.
definition of narcissism.
Who better than me?
Narcissist.
Nobody. Thank you, Tone.
I
Thank
just
you.
want you to. I'm
Thank you.
better than you, but
That I wish a nigga would.
I'm actually better than you.
Well, I'm seeing looking around. Hola. Who's that? Okay.
Jacob.
Hi. Tragedy, the home team coming after. Man, fuck them. Like I don't understand why people feel like I have commitment issues.
Not people. It
don't-
was just your kids.
Your kid.
No,
What did you
Oh,
say?
other people think
other
this?
people, yeah. Like
Oh, well, then
even
it's-
Tori was talking that shit. Fuck
Gotta
him
be,
too.
gotta be true then.
But no, I really don't have commitment issues, y'all. Like I have no problem with commitment. I love love. I like being in relationships. I'm just not finna be in no
Them the ones you
relationship.
get with Samsung.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna be in a relationship for the fuck of being in a relationship. Like if we not in a relationship to be like as a unit and grow and actually be on some real shit, I'm just not finna get in a relationship right now. That doesn't mean that I have commitment issues.
I feel you.
I just the quality of niggas out here that are
Is
loose
terrible.
to commit
Yeah,
to
this
are
is a
not my cup
this
of
is a
tea,
bad
and that's
batch.
okay,
God didn't hire an intern on this batch.
man.
He ain't doing
Said
this.
that nigga was on a cigarette break and came back to all kind of bullshit. Hey, who the fuck is out here creating niggas
Bro,
named
that's
Ron
not,
Ron?
even, that's not even an intern. That's like a prison release.
Dog
One of
got
them
the
niggas that
trainees.
like he just had to accept the job to not go back type shit. That's the kind of shit the
Dog
guy
said he
is
on
on.
work release making niggas.
Well, look,
Yes.
hey man, when you get in, you gotta put your niggas on. So if you put a fuck nigga in charge,
Hey, when did the emoji start doing that?
I don't know because it's perfectly fine on the computer. It don't look like that on the screen.
nigga, Tone, you the tech guy here.
Right.
No, this some new shit.
It's
Shit.
always the nigga
He
who know the
actually-
answer asking the
Right. We
people.
we ain't been here. Hey, when it started doing like nigga,
It ain't been doing that.
You record 7
I am
days a
not
week.
down to be
Not
cheated on.
everybody
I'm
go
on realness.
live like
exactly.
this, or everybody has like a following where they conversate on.
Yeah. So if I run into somebody that is on the same type of time that I'm on, and he's attractive, because don't get me wrong, I always say like looks are not the most important thing because we
But it
know
plays
I've
a
dated some
factor.
funny looking niggas. That's tend to be my preference, I guess.
Funny looking nigga.
Funny looking niggas.
Hey,
You
you
know.
know, light skinned one dog do look kind of funny sometimes.
Bart
Sound-
Simpson.
Sounds funny too.
But you know, I
I'm
just I can't be like repulsed looking at you. Okay, because me, like, I'm very affectionate. I love to kiss and shit like that, and I can't be throwing up in the back of my mouth like, oh, this nigga look
I
like a
feel
turd,
you.
like
Not a turd.
I feel you.
Mr. Hanky.
I feel you.
Right.
Yeah, so I, as long as we on the same type of time, and I'm physically attracted to him,
It's a party.
You gotta get
we,
your.
there's potential there. Like I don't have. I'm just not a nigga. I'm never committing to nobody. No. I want to be committed eventually. Just right now, I'm having
just don't
fun
want you to
because
be-
ain't nobody worth me fucking committing
We
to.
just don't want you to be
Not in
all
my
alone.
presence anyway.
Maybe when you move to California,
Maybe.
you'll find the right
Stinking
one.
that work in
Maybe.
California. California. Oh, California.
So like how funny looking, cartoonish. Okay, got it. I mean, like I've
Jacob,
had.
stop trying to shoot your shot.
No, it's usually like just some like features might be kind of off
Jacob might feel
or
like he clean
exaggerated.
up nice.
I'll say exaggerated.
So Jacob might feel like he clean up nice.
Oh,
He don't want
you
this
know,
smoke.
Nah, he don't want that.
Speaking of Denise,
This is a
since we went to
heathen
brunch
thing.
yesterday, I'm gonna address the fact that Denise ain't shit because she bamboozled the fuck out of me into paying $25 for some fucking fundraiser popcorn. Let me tell you how she did it. Now,
Why we gotta talk about that?
because
Because it's her show.
Right, but I don't want her to like see this and then text me be like, "Hey, Juan, what happened to that popcorn?" Because I'm conveniently gonna get high and forget.
but it don't matter. So
that shit was $12, man.
so I'm sitting here,
It's
right?
fundraiser
You know,
food, bro.
and I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm minding my business. And she texts me out of nowhere, and we know how I am about food. And she's like, "Hey, do you or anybody in the house like popcorn? Like y'all eat popcorn?" I'm thinking that maybe she got some extra, you know, Orville Redenbachers or Act Two packets lying around or
Act
something.
Two.
That she,
All right, when you get done with the story, we gotta discuss what's the best popcorn. But finish your story first.
we frequently buy Act Two.
Act Two always got the unique flavors that you can get.
I don't even do it. It's we'll talk about it in a minute. But anyway, so she texts me, and I tell her, I'm like, should I love popcorn? Because I do. I love the fuck out of popcorn, especially now because my braces is off. You know what she does?
No, it's a part.
Spam. Hit me with the motherfucking link. So I'm like, well, shit, I done just told her I eat popcorn. So now I got to open this motherfucker, see what it's about. Then I open it. Fucking bags of popcorn. $10, $12. And I'm like, what is this for? Because it say like you have to spend a minimum of $20 before they even donate to whatever the fuck she was doing. It's like minimum purchase, no, $18. I'm sorry. Minimum purchase $18 for whatever. So I can't just buy one bag of popcorn. Otherwise, it defeats the fucking purpose of
Right.
me even spending money on this fucking popcorn. So I buy 2 bags of popcorn, $10 a pop. And then on top of that shit, they want $5 for fucking shipping. So
Oh,
I
my.
paid $25 for 2 bags of popcorn. This popcorn better taste like heaven. Okay.
I think it's the cue.
Like
This bitch.
Got me by popcorn. I ain't really want it. Not gonna eat it.
So when I taste this popcorn, like when I close my eyes, I better be able to see every divine, holy being that has ever existed. I don't give a fuck if it's Buddha. I don't give a fuck if it's the bitch with all the arm. I don't give a fuck who it is. I better be able to talk to every nigga in the afterlife because this popcorn is just that motherfucking magical for $25 for 2 bags of popcorn.
Yeah, that really fucked you up, huh?
It did.
Wow.
I feel you.
Because I get quests. I don't like to pay cash for food if I don't have to.
Hey, shout out to Amazon.
I got 2 kids who don't know the price of anything but want everything. So paying $10 for a bag of
Fresh,
popcorn
calm down.
is actually common.
Lush popcorn got the best.
They
Now,
do.
Who is Lush? Is that
That's
the one
upstairs. Yeah. Ooh, that should be fire too.
Yeah, see,
Tragic. Now, see, I've had some really good popcorn. It was like, because me and dude, like we would go to Chicago all the time. We would like stop
Right.
in the Oasis, and one of them spots in there, they had some really good popcorn too. But yeah.
Yeah.
So next time somebody texts you and asks you, "Do you eat something?"
just say no.
Be like, a little bit, and see where they take it, and then you can respond because it might
Right.
be a spam,
Because when she take like she
a
texted
ploy.
me, she was like, "You gonna buy some popcorn?" I
Oh,
was
so the
like,
See, at
spam.
least she was upfront with you. I didn't get that.
like
She just hit me with the.
She didn't even hit me. She just dropped the link.
I told her I was like, well, cause see, I didn't know it was
I
regular.
must have been on the back end of it, and after not getting a response, she was like, "Hey, I need to switch up the approach here." So I was the live and learn.
Yeah, cause like
all I got was the link in my
I
text
didn't know
message
it
in my
was
inbox.
regular popcorn. Cause when she said it, I assumed it was like that shit. Like you know how when we go to the Dales, you can go to the popcorn shop.
Right.
So I assumed it was that kind of shit because they got all kind of wacky ass cheesecake flavors.
Who the
and
fuck eats cheesecake flavored popcorn?
it's good, but you can't eat
I mean,
it.
it's
You
like-
can't eat it. Like that should be good, but it's so sweet. If you eat too much, it's gonna hurt your teeth.
That's how that white chocolate
Somebody
popcorn
said, "What
is at.
Amazon do fresh?"
Oh, because Amazon, you can use your Quest card on Amazon. So like when you order big boxes of chips and shit, you use your Quest card.
Just come. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't got no
Poppy
goddamn
Reese's
quest.
and
How
cream
you ain't
by
got no-
Lush
well-
is
Nigga, we know
probably
my-
My
number
bad.
one.
Your wife is a nurse.
Right.
So Crystal, like what kind of flavor is that? Like what is it? Like is it like a sweet, like
It's
a
sweet.
strawberry or fruity or like what kind of sweet?
I don't know. Crystal looked like she like to get high, so that might be valid.
Who said aha? Oh, whoever asked about the Amazon
Jacob.
shit.
Yeah, man. It's like nigga.
Yeah, but she was like, "You and your family eat popcorn?" I was like, love it, especially since my brace is off. Boom, link. Like,
Wow.
motherfucker.
Hey, when I told her,
Dog, that ain't the telemarketing.
I was just like, I'll donate to whatever cause you have because me buying that popcorn, ain't nobody gonna eat that shit. She's like, why y'all not gonna eat it? I'm like, it's probably too sweet. And she was like, sweet. Because I assumed it was the other kind of popcorn where you
Right.
get that shit in
Because
multiple
when you
flavors.
open it, it's so many different flavors.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, ain't nobody gonna, she's like, we got unsweet popcorn. You sure the baby? Nah, Kay don't eat popcorn.
Reese's Pieces and movie popcorn.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It had to be that kind of a mix. It's fire. That Chipotle one fire too, though.
You know, like while we on the subject popcorn, like because you asked like what I feel like is the best popcorn. Now, does it have to be like popcorn? Because honestly, like for me, I love Okie Doke hot cheese popcorn.
That's valid.
That's actually a good popcorn
That's
combination.
valid. I
Yeah,
like
like
Okie Doke.
I love that popcorn.
I like a
I
good
feel-
Chicago.
I feel
mix.
like flaming hot popcorn is cracking too.
I think-
Yeah, those are honestly like because it's like now if I really want something spicy, I go with that one. But the Okie Doke hot cheese is not really hot. It's
No,
just
it's not.
I can't.
You got to go old school. You got to mix that, and then you have to mix it with the
cheddar.
No. You got to mix it with the Jay's hot chips. So you get the Okie Doke and the Jay's hot chips. That's cracking.
Yes.
That's how my mom's just.
Y'all gonna have ulcers for days.
That's where I get that chip mix shit from. She buy a big
That's
ass
probably why my
bag.
booty's hole still.
She
out.
buy
know-
a
oh
big
my
ass bag of
God.
Okie Doke popcorn, and then she buy a big ass bag of Jay's. And she mix
Yeah,
that
that
shit.
Okie Doke popcorn hit so hard. Like when I got my braces off,
Yes.
I bought so much of that and the flaming hot popcorn. Because honestly, to me, the flaming hot popcorn is really one of the only flaming hot brand
Yeah.
items that actually got some kick to it.
Oh, and the puffs do.
The flaming hot popcorn and the flaming hot Lays.
Yeah, them shits be hot.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
other
had
ones
them
that
in so
they don't
long.
really be that spicy.
But what I will say,
Puffs got a little kick to it.
Okie Doke, Doritos, and Crunchy Curl. You know the Crunchy
You know
Curls
what?
I couldn't get into.
You definitely not from Milwaukee.
and she's a smoke. She got to be a smoker.
That is a Chicago.
Look
mix
at
if
that
I ever
profile
heard.
pic.
That
she
is
get high.
definitely
That's
that-
fuck.
I used to fuck like what's the Vintners? Them motherfuckers I used to eat. Then they ended up coming out with like the little nuggets. Was basically just, hey, but we just
The
gonna take
bottom of the
over these.
bag.
Right, we just gonna take these motherfuckers and put them in here and sell them type shit.
That was
Yo,
the bottom of the
They
bag.
sell vintners at the gas station by my house, still cracking. But you got to make sure you get the right bag because you'll catch a bag that hasn't been opened, but them chips be stale as fuck.
Because who buy them?
Them
Don't-
motherfuckers is good, bro.
I'm not
It's
saying they
been
not.
confirmed.
See, boom, told you.
You can tell with
That is a Chicago
yes,
ass mix.
it is. Soon as Crunchy Curls like, you ain't from here, huh? And I know because like my best friend in high school, she was from Chicago. Jatan was from Chicago, and like same shit.
Is that them joints that come in the clear bag?
What?
The Crunchy Curls. No, it's like a reddish bag. I thought.
No, yeah.
Like a
Mm.
red and clear kind of. Yeah.
But I also enjoy the popcorn that you have to make yourself.
Which one do you prefer?
You get the popcorn seeds.
But the oil and
Yeah, I've only seen it in Okie Doke. Not Okie Doke. I've only seen it in Oval Redenbacher. So I don't
Yeah,
know
because
if,
he comes. They
like,
come in
That's
a
a lot.
jar.
it's a-
see, okay, so for the longest, I'm like, I keep telling, I'm like, bro, why don't you throw that
Yeah,
shit
my
away?
nigga, like
Because
some
that popcorn
at
has
home.
to be fucking stale, okay? And you can't cook it here. Remember the popcorn and Scream? You know, the little
The
Jiffy
little
Pop
pan.
shit? And the little, I said, bro, we don't.
Jiffy Pop. Ain't that what it's called?
It
I
was. a
said,
Jiffy
I
Pop,
have an
yeah.
electric stove. You can't cook that shit in here. So why do you even still fucking have it? Nigga, are you going to stand outside with a lighter? Like, throw that shit away. It's been sitting here for like 3 years. My mom will not throw that popcorn away. I think she is just really holding on to the idea that one day she is going to be able to cook this popcorn and it still going to taste like something. So more
Nah.
power to her.
That shit go be
She can give it to
stale
us. We got a fire stove.
as fuck.
We got a flame broil
But yeah,
stove.
the,
See, now when I leave here, I'm going to take my Quest card and go buy me a bunch of popcorn.
Because we got the little thing. It's like a pot that you can put like stove popcorn in and put it right in the microwave, and you can cook it just like it was on the oven.
But I love, like, because my aunt, like, she used to have like a popcorn popping machine.
Right.
So we used to be able to make popcorn at her crib. It's just something about with
she's
doing your
fancy.
own popcorn because you can put as much butter and salt and everything
Right.
that you want on there and shit.
Right when it's
And we didn't
cooking.
even have the little flavors back then and shit where you could sprinkle your own little cheese or ranch season up. We
Yeah.
didn't even have all that shit back then.
I was watching something on Facebook. You know how like these white folks be doing these weird ass videos where they seen somebody do it and they go right behind and try to do it themselves.
Yeah.
They took one where they put a candy bar in the same thing that they put the popcorn in and melted the candy bar while the popcorn was popping and it coated the popcorn perfectly.
Bro, Bro, I seen a bitch make mashed potatoes out of potato chips.
What?
I hate white people. Don't get that. Don't get it wrong, white people. Like I fucks with some of y'all, but the people who be doing these cooking tutorials on like
First of all,
TikTok,
how many chips did they use? Because you can't do
she
much.
she had a big ass bag of Lay's and some boiling water. She was like, "Watch what
Okay,
I'm about
I
to
can
do."
I can see the theory behind it and how that could happen, but no, that's a lot of fucking chips you
Oh,
wasting.
yeah,
Because you couldn't have made no more than a small cup of mashed potatoes.
she had a big ass pot.
Wow, she lying.
I
Some of them
did.
videos be lying.
I don't know what I was just like. This
Some
is
of them
not.
videos be lying.
You know what other video I hate? I hate the one video where they take like the dry macaroni. Then they put like the big ass block of cheese in the middle of this shit.
I missed the block of cheese.
Then they pour milk in it, and then they put that shit in the oven. And then it comes out. Then they stir it. It's like, look, mac and cheese.
That's
And
not how to.
it'd be
not how
like,
to- Like that definitely ain't got
then
no flavor.
then they season it with like black pepper and fucking paprika.
No, you supposed to put that on there before
Then
you put
they
cheese.
then they added some shredded rotisserie and they put it back in the oven.
Okay, so since we talking about food, because I'm getting hungry, what's a must-have for Thanksgiving this year?
Mac and cheese and sweet potatoes and fucking dressing.
I gotta have ham.
You like ham? Ham is dope.
I gotta have
I'm,
ham.
I'm not a ham person. Ham is always so salty to me.
So you gotta eat it with
It's like
something. You gotta
Yeah,
eat it
you got
with
these
something
sweet, like the
sweet.
sweet potatoes and stuff like that.
I'm just I'm
I don't know.
not a big like
When my granny used to make it, she used to always put the pineapples and the cloves on top of it, and then she glazed it, so that salt kind of goes out the door.
And always
Is that a box or what?
always save your yam juice
Yam juice.
because it goes good on every fucking thing.
I feel like you use yam juice for other shit.
I do. Yam juice goes on top of mac and cheese.
Let me find out you dip your blunts in yam juice.
It will probably make it burn. That's why I smoke Dutchess, because Dutchess already burns slow. So anything adding extra on top of the burn slow, we are just asking for trouble here.
I'm just saying, fam.
But so since you brought it up, Tom, I used to use syrup.
That makes sense. We used to honey dip.
Yeah, use like a little maple syrup, then I microwave it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you honey dip it in maple syrup or anything of the syrupy nature.
When I say nigga, that shit be burning slow.
Paper don't be in a rush.
I hate the fact that everybody always wants to be on my pod.
Why?
And I say that because it's like
You
people don't know shit about what my pod is.
They
No,
just-
nothing.
they just
They
want-
just automatically, oh, I'd be a dope guest. How the fuck do you know I want to
You
talk
don't
to
know?
you?
Right.
You don't know what I talk about on the show.
Do they know you?
No.
Oh, then now I can understand that.
No,
one.
it was somebody like they asked like, oh, well, what you got up for today? Oh, well, I record my pod on Sundays. Other than that, I really ain't doing shit. Oh, well, what kind of, what's your pod? Whatever. Like, I like to talk shit.
You should.
Every pod is
You
not a
should
talking
bring.
shop pod.
You should bring them in here
No.
and show them what the fuck we. I feel like everybody should go through what we go through.
But I'm saying, like, how do you
They
just
would, it wouldn't vibe right.
I guess I don't understand how people just volunteer themselves as a guest on a pod that they've never heard. You have no idea what the fuck I talk about,
told
what
you,
I do, know
bro.
nothing, and you just, oh well, I'd be a dope guest. How do you know that?
I said it as a former rapper. It's a lot easier to get niggas to
I
sit.
have my own podcast, and I don't even feel like I'm a dope guest for everybody pod because I don't give a fuck about most shit that people's talking about. If it's not a sexual topic, I really don't care. I don't be into the music. I don't be
No.
into the movies. I
No.
don't be into all the political shit. Like,
what do you do with your life
Fuck.
outside of fucking and selling sex toys?
Sleep.
So you want to be on like a sleepy pod?
no, but what I'm
we
saying
can talk
is,
about how good this rest is.
no, I'm
You
like
do that
with my
in
with my personality, I'm not a fit for super serious pods.
Right.
It doesn't mean that I don't pay attention to what's going on in the world, but that's not what I want to spend my time doing. That's not the kind of conversation. Like, I got to deal with real life shit all day. When I'm in front of a mic, I want to be able to bullshit, have fun, talk my shit.
Right.
I don't want to sit here and have to be depressed in front of the fucking microphone. We had an episode like that. Suicide attempt. We got there. We're done.
Damn,
We ain't going back there.
That was your last serious episode.
You know what, Crystal? Crystal said, I just want the sides. All Thanksgiving is
So,
fucking sides.
all black food,
All
period.
soul food is
Just
nothing but sides.
sides.
And that's why I won't cook it, because I'm not spending 2 fucking days in the kitchen cooking 1,200 sides and one meat. You may get lucky and get two, because they might make chicken and they might make ham. Other than that, it's all a bunch of fucking sides. Macaroni,
What happened?
greens, beans, cornbread,
Potatoes,
yams,
tomatoes.
Why did you just break
potato
into the
salad,
song?
potato salad, coleslaw. All of this shit is a bunch of fucking side
Sides.
dishes. That's all it is. Soul Food Sunday, side dishes. Thanksgiving, side dishes. Easter, side dishes. Christmas, side dishes. All that shit is just a bunch of side dishes.
That's why we're doing a lasagna this year.
Wow.
It angers me. Like
It-
I mean, I eat it like when people cook it,
What?
but it's not just I don't have to have it, because it's just a bunch of fucking side dishes.
It's-
I'm a meat bitch. Okay, I like meat in my mouth.
We
like
noticed.
meat.
we know,
I like meat.
Niggas pay $20 a month to figure that out.
right?
Listen.
To see it. Fucking nasty people.
Terrible human
But
beings.
that's
Deep fried turkey. I want somebody to do a turkey for me, but it's probably too
Who?
late.
You know what? I need somebody who ever deep fried the turkey this year. Please
Roast
bring
beef.
me.
I've never seen roast beef for
Yeah, I have.
no, not in the bitch's panties. We talking about on the menu. Oh, it might have been on your menu. I don't know. Y'all don't seem too cookie.
But
It was like, yeah.
the only reason it was funny we used like lasagna because like when
See,
I
I fucked with y'all. See, she said
She
my
said
daddy had every animal, chicken to duck. We had.
Have you ever been to Durkin?
Don't bring that kind of shit in here. I know y'all was with dog.
Actually, no. Juan ended up canceling the show.
we
so
didn't do the show
we didn't do the show
yesterday.
Yeah,
yesterday.
because I'm like,
To,
don't bring
to
that.
Durkin.
No, because
He
I
is so obsessed with that, and then he got this childish. And you know when he laugh or smile, his cheeks go up like this, so he just look goofy as fuck when he say it.
To Durkin sound Russian as fuck.
but it's so aggressively wrong. It's like a chicken and a duck stuck into a turkey or whatever. Direct. It's too many different dead carcasses all at one time.
But when you said lasagna, it was only funny because like I was at work, and as you know, we was cleaning up, and I'm in and out the back, and
Right.
the store manager walked by.
Right.
He was like, "Dewan," I was like, "What's up? What about lasagna for Thanksgiving?" I was like, "Don't no black people do lasagna for Thanksgiving?"
We do. Actually, we do.
Yeah.
They'll either do it for Thanksgiving or they'll do it for Christmas because you literally are having the same meal in a 1 month span.
Well, first of all, Tom, I don't know no black people that make lasagna for
You-
Thanksgiving.
Shit, you don't know a lot there.
I don't want lasagna for Thanksgiving. I would like the same.
You don't like cheese. How is that gonna work anyway?
Right, you wouldn't want it anyway. So I'm trying to figure out why we having this
I
conversation.
do want.
Because when he said it, he was like,
It threw you off.
right. I'm like, I don't know no black people that make lasagna for Thanksgiving. Like that's not an option. On a Tuesday night, maybe. Thanksgiving, no, we need.
Yeah, sometimes it's the Christmas alternative if you had a big Thanksgiving
my Christmas
or corn shins.
my Christmas alternative is Chinese food.
Like
I'm shaking my
mine
head
was-
like I don't pop into Pick and Save and pick up a bag of 12 pieces of chicken and do some Hawaiian rolls.
Right, it's fucking Christmas, man. Let me order this Chinese food and everybody be cool.
Nah, I don't. I'm over the whole soul food thing. Like I said, like I'll eat it, but it's not just. I don't look forward to it
It's not what you jump out
because
the
you got to
window
look
for.
at.
What do you
I
mean?
grew up with a nigga from Alabama. That was the standard.
That was every fucking day.
That's
Right,
what I'm
that's
saying.
right.
So when
That
the
nigga was
holidays
cooked.
came, the only thing that I had to look forward to that wasn't like a regular thing was what? Rice dressing.
That shit is fucking amazing.
Rice dressing.
Everybody can't make that.
Yeah. And I couldn't believe that a lot of people had no idea about fried ribs. I did not know that people didn't know about fried ribs.
You put me on.
Yeah. So fried or smothered ribs.
Smothered ribs are fire.
Yeah. Fried
Messy,
smothered
but
ribs
fire.
and rice dressing. Those are my tops. But like one year for Christmas, like Pops, like he made gumbo and shit. Like shit like that. Where it's not a
He did
traditional
make
Christmas
gumbo.
dinner.
Right. See, like Thanksgiving, I feel like we should have, the normal shit. But Christmas, that's non-traditional. Like We go to JJ's, we can get a whole bunch of chicken, we get a whole bunch of fish, and we just eat that shit all day.
JJ's open on Christmas?
Nigga, JJ's was run by Arabs. They get money every day.
They might close early,
Right. I was
But they
like,
but
gonna
they gonna
get
be open.
they gonna get that money.
I
You gotta make your call like 9 a.m.
I was gonna say because
They gonna be like, all right,
hey,
your
plenty
order,
times we done tried to do that.
your order got to
They
be
ain't
ready
open.
before 2 o'clock. Cause 2 o'clock we gotta get the fuck out
Bro,
of here.
I don't even think I got a JJ's over by my crib.
And it's one of those things. It's like you understand that convenience cost, right?
Right.
But I've been seeing like a lot of posts, like with people that are like cooking like Thanksgiving dinners, like for people, and I'm like, bro, $50 for a pan of mac and cheese,
You done lost your
and it's
goddamn
not even
mind.
like a big pan; it's like a half. Like, bro,
You lost your mind.
I will craft the fuck out of this shit. Okay,
Right.
honestly, this is a very unpopular opinion, but I prefer Kraft mac and cheese over homemade mac and cheese
Oh
because
my.
I don't like
Definitely.
I don't like baked mac and cheese.
I love baked mac and cheese.
Like there are two people, I think.
I grew up on it.
I think there are two people that like they bake mac and cheese is like super good, but because it's like the way that it's cheesy, it's not like it's not. I don't want to say dry because I don't want to make it seem like motherfuckers mac and cheese just be like powdery and shit.
They
Nothing like
do
that.
sometimes.
No, but it's just it has like it got like the craft kind of texture. Like it's still cheesy, but I don't know. It's just something that they do. But Marv Auntie, I love her mac and cheese.
You love
That's what I'm
Mar.
finna. You
You
know
love
what?
Mar's family as a whole.
I
Though.
do. I'm actually.
So
I'm
that
gonna text this nigga right now. Like, make sure you save me some mac and cheese from Thanksgiving. Make sure you save me some mac and cheese. Okay, done. Because I would have forgot.
Nigga said done.
Yeah, but I'm not really big on homemade and baked mac and cheese. And everybody always, well, that's because you ain't tried mine. Bro, I've had some of the dopest chefs mac and cheese. And sometimes it's like it be cheesy, but it still just don't give me that real cheesy flavor.
Don't get you there.
I can't really, that is what it is.
It don't bring it home for you.
And that's why I was talking about on Facebook the other day, where I hate when people ask that question. Like it's mainly niggas like, well, can you cook? Because it's like, is there really an answer to that question?
Yeah. Can you cook?
No, I'm and what I mean by that is it's like everybody has their thing. Like for me, I'm not big on soul food. Like I said, I'll eat it,
Right.
but I'm not oh man, I can't wait to go home because like I told you, I don't have the patience for that shit. I don't like it. But Juan will tell y'all, I will cook a lot of shit. It's just not fucking soul food. So it's like it depends on what your definition is. Like
It's nothing like having steak and Alfredo at 2 o'clock in the morning. She drunk and I'm high. It's fucking amazing.
and then it's like everybody be mad at Alfredo, but it's like I don't make jar shit. Like I make my own sauce and shit because I don't know. I think it's something with the jar. So it make my mouth. I have too much saliva from their sauce. I don't know what they add to it and it make me gag, so I can't eat that no more. But
Alfredo be
it
cracking.
really depends because it's like you can have a fucking 5-star chef. Like they can cook everything under the sun, but they don't touch soul food. Do you still feel like they can't cook because they don't cook what you eat? Like I can cook a lot of shit. I do cook a lot of shit, but it might not be the type of food that you eat. So me knowing how to cook doesn't mean that it's gonna benefit you because you might not eat the same type of food that I eat.
That's actually a good question because an Italian chef, I wouldn't expect for him to make good Chinese food.
Right. So
So-
it's,
Doesn't mean he can't cook. He can make a mean ass pasta. He just can't do that.
yeah. Cause like me, I love like homemade soups and pastas and seafoods, and I can cook chicken 100,000 fucking different ways. Like I like different types of foods. Like my taste buds are different, and motherfuckers might feel like I don't know how to cook at all because I'm not finna sit here and spend all my fucking time making 1,200 sides on a Sunday because I refuse to. So I don't know. It's up to y'all.
Bro, they gotta go.
Who? Oh, you talking about in the group for
In the
wrestling?
wrestling. Yeah, just watching the wrestling.
So me and Juan went to see Eternals today. We're definitely not gonna talk about the movie.
Cause I was like, y'all niggas didn't even ask me.
Bitch, I wrote in the group.
What group?
The group we're all a part of. How did you see to come open the door?
I literally just woke up and realized, oh shit, what time is it? And I seen come open the door. That's why I didn't respond for 2 minutes.
Oh, so you was down here asleep?
I'm not.
Oh, well then that's your
PB&J
fault
with
that you didn't
banana,
see it in
except
the
on a
group
hot
chat.
dog bun. And a
Because I
banana
definitely
hot dog.
said devil
Jesus.
hole. Look up movie times. You could have chimed in and said, cool, Juan, I want to go too.
So it's basically like a peanut butter and jelly banana split.
Peanut butter and jelly with banana, except on a hot
Yo,
dog.
I don't trust
And
his
the
last
banana
name.
like
What this
that.
type of shit he got us eating?
That's my boo. That's Maxie. Oh,
Wait, hold
remember
on.
he used to comment and he wanted me to what's that the mook what's that shit called when you eat?
Mukbang?
Yeah, that. He ain't been here in a while. I missed you.
He
Yeah, what the
home.
fuck, fam?
Yeah, but
He
we
home
went
for the holiday.
to see Eternals and it was so funny because
Is it good?
when we were leaving, yeah.
Where you rank it at in movies?
As far as movies?
As in regards to the Marvel series, where do you rank it at?
Not
Uh,
as high as 10 Rings.
I feel
Cause
like
that's
it.
my man. That's
I feel
He
like
did get busy in 10 Rings. I'm gonna watch it again when I get home.
ASAP.
it was like those two movies. I feel like they were great, but I don't understand them. Like I like like Shang-Chi.
You don't know who they
There's
are.
a deeper reasoning for the shit that was going on in this movie that links him to the fucking MCU, which is why they brought him in.
Right.
And
But
there's
that's
a-
why you gotta reset your memory. Think about how when Iron Man and Cap first started, most niggas didn't know who the fuck Iron Man was and barely knew Cap. So we had to get some kind of intro to them.
right.
And that's
I
what
get,
we get
like,
now.
His intro was the fucking movie is fire.
Yeah, because Cap, like first Avenger though, it took me a couple times to
Yeah,
stay
that
awake
first
through those.
that first hour was dry.
That first Captain America.
I damn
movie
near
is-
needed ecstasy to get through that motherfucker.
Can we rank that first Cap movie down there with that? What was that the second Thor movie, The Dark World?
I like Dark
No,
World. I
hold
keep
on
telling
now.
y'all that.
It wasn't bad. It just took too long to get to the point.
All I'm saying is
Frigga!
the second Cap movie, he hopped right on the boat.
Yeah,
And was
at that
whooping
point in
ass.
time, we didn't need nothing but just get on business, sir.
He was like, "Hey, you stop, shield, boom, right in the face."
Yeah, the first one we
But-
had to get why we even care about him.
The Eternals was good. I think I need to go and watch do it on YouTube. That does-
How Jon Snow do?
He wasn't really important to the end.
What about Paperboy?
So, with that it's
Paperboy played a really good gay man.
Wow, did not know he was LBGT
I was
in
gonna
this.
say, why are you telling people,
damn.
bro? That is a
Like, I don't think nobody knows that he was LBGT in this.
Y'all don't read the internet thing.
Oh, I've been avoiding spoilers. And
No,
shit.
it wasn't a spoiler, but like when the movie was first announced, a lot of people made an uproar that they had a black man play a gay character
Yeah.
in the movie.
But there are actually black people that are gay though. Like we got a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of them on the network.
No, but you know how the whole
But
you're trying to emasculate black
Right.
men brigade.
Not-
You know how them niggas
that
do.
it wasn't even the
They feel like everything is emasculating black
feel
men
like
except for
gay-
not taking care of their fucking kids.
they felt like gays shouldn't be superheroes or some shit like that. I don't know.
Why can't they?
I don't fucking know, Tom. I didn't make the
Like-
rules up. This is just what the internet does.
You see, this is why we had that whole episode on
I
on the
don't.
collective. The
I
other
don't
day.
make the rules, bro. I just follow them.
Like, I can't be gay. You can't be a superhero.
That's what the internet said.
That's a wild ass thought process.
right.
I mean, Paperboy is
He's
when,
a phenomenal actor that doesn't get credit.
like when you take.
I personally like even from the previews, like just looking at him, I can't take him seriously, like in this type of role. So it's like for him to have like powers and actually be somebody important, it was hard for me to really.
It was hard
adjust
for you to take the paper boy
But
out
like,
of him.
I like him as an actor. Like when you look at him outside of what he does on Atlanta, everything he's been in, he's been a good role. Like
been
even
good.
if it's small, like he was in the new Godzilla movie.
Yep.
He was good.
I
in
haven't watched that, but no, like even
Yeah,
when
he's pretty dope. as
Wasn't
an
he like
actor.
a cop in that one?
because even him, like him, and,
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
him and Daniel Kaluuya, like they were in that movie. What's that? Widows with why the Viola Davis now?
I fuck with her.
Everybody fucks with her.
Yeah.
There
So,
is nobody in this
but
world who
even
doesn't
then, it
fuck
was
with
kind
her.
of hard because he was like a gangster type nigga, and it's hard for me to really. It's just yeah.
Hey, speaking of, shout out to Donald Glover. I think I read on like Twitter somewhere that they working.
Oh yeah, Paperboy. I mean not Paperboy.
Uh,
Atlanta. What season 3?
Atlanta's season 3. I can't wait.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
but
been on
but
this
while we
season?
were leaving Eternals, it was funny because I looked at one. I was like, "Hey, ain't that Brooke Lopez?" Like even with his mask and shit on, I could tell because like it sounds weird, but it's just like the
Nigga,
front of his forehead.
the nigga 8'2". Can't help but to see
That
him.
Juan
I
said
said that.
7'9".
I was like, you 7'9",
But
bro. You can't miss it.
I'm like, bro, everybody's that fucking tall to me. Like everybody that's like tall is like a fucking tower to me. So it really didn't matter. But it's just something about like the way like he just kind of goofy looking, even with his mask on.
The Child's Play reboot. That's what he was a cop in.
Yes,
That last
he was
Child's
in
Play
that too.
movie. Yeah,
He was good in that, even though that was not really a great movie.
that was not a great movie at all.
He did his best.
He's in Joker.
But I got some.
Joaquin Phoenix one.
So I haven't wanted to tell y'all.
Orderly. You remember when he went to go pick up the paperwork about his mom?
Okay, yeah.
That's
so,
who was
so
at-
he didn't have a big role.
No, he didn't have a big
That's
role.
why I didn't remember. I had to watch this, right? You gonna watch the Rock movie on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds? That Red
Yeah,
Notice
because it's
shit?
gonna be funny as hell.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, this
Like,
is probably funny.
It's gonna be funny. Them two can't not be serious anymore. Like The Rock cannot do a serious movie anymore.
I don't remember the last time The Rock had a serious movie. Like
Mm,
everything has some kind of element of comedy, or it's a Disney flick.
His last serious movie was a Disney flick. Escape from Witch Mountain? I don't know. Hold on. You got me looking up dog on his 25th anniversary and shit.
Yeah, it's 25.
Rock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
25 years of a nigga who only wrestled 7. Ain't that some shit?
Yet everybody goes crazy over him. I just want you to understand that.
I just want them to make Randy Orton versus The Rock happen.
Why?
Didn't we get that already?
No, we need to find out who is the best third generation athlete. We need to settle this.
No, we don't.
Oh, that's why I am in DMs and I need to be in search. Oops. Okay.
Smoking
I
out the
think that's the last thing
window.
Randy really need to do before he can say I retire.
His last legend kill.
I think his last
Okay,
legend kill should
so-
be The Rock.
Remember when I told y'all that I really wanted to talk about something?
Yeah, last week you said we'd get to it this week.
Yeah, because like y'all may have known, but I didn't. This was complete news to me and blindsided me, and I laughed like so hard. How fucking long has Wesley Pipes been a rapper?
Half his career.
Dude, that's what you wanted to talk. I think he does music with Brian Pumper, if I'm not mistaken.
No. First
No.
and foremost, nobody fucks with Brian Pumper anymore.
No, so
Okay. But yes, they've
because
been
he was out
rapping.
burning everybody.
A lot of shit that's been
Oh,
coming
well,
out.
I mean, I don't think now, but like I've seen a few like
Yeah, back in the
when
days,
you
it was him.
watch pornos, like they used to promo
They-
dog music before
Before
the
he-
fucking scene.
Right, dog.
See,
beat the studio.
and I've never seen it like from the full thing. It's usually just it cuts right to them getting to the
Yeah.
fucking because you know how I be on sites. They be like, look, we trying to get to the
Oh
point
no,
shit.
no, I'm talking about back in the day when like I was still like using DVDs.
Yep, no, but
Gridiron Gang.
but
That was his
He
last
he
series
has
movie.
he has a brand new video, right? But he's given so much MC Hammer. Like, remember when MC Hammer used to wear the black gloves and the jerseys and shit, the Oaktown type shit?
He's always dressed like that though.
Like,
Hammer or Wesley Pipes?
Pipes.
it is 2021.
It's too hot for that shit. I
so,
feel you.
So he out here dressing like pumps and the bumps.
But he's
Yes,
always dressed like that.
because he was singing a song about, asses and thongs and heels, and he went from having a G string to I guess they were like, hold on, brother, too hot for TV.
Oh, when they did the remix,
And then
yeah,
and he was just so like,
so gangster with it.
yes, with the black
It
gloves.
was
and the
terrible,
fucking
but the
jersey and
crazy
shit.
part is everybody say Hammer is really that nigga that he will
Bro.
fuck you up.
Red Man.
Oakland.
I know that, but it'd be funny though when
Red
people.
Man told a story on Vlad TV.
Oh God.
He was like, if y'all niggas really think Hammer ain't about that life, y'all are fucking wrong. So apparently Red Man must have said some shit about Hammer that he shouldn't have said.
And he ran up on him.
Hammer approached this nigga at his concert like 50 deep. He was gonna put hands on Red Man.
And the crazy shit is Red was probably too high to even be able to handle whatever was about to happen.
I mean, if you look up and you see 50 niggas at MC Hammer,
Like I have literally never known
Hammer was about that action.
About that Wesley got the
anything
mixtapes.
other than him talking the shit that he does in porn. Because I've never seen him outside of that.
Now imagine the shit he talking porn on a 16 bar.
That's what I
that's
said.
exactly what it is.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like, dog, I can't.
Kind of terrible, ain't it?
There was one porn where dog was literally spitting bars while digging a bitch out.
I really thought like Brian Pumper was Lloyd Banks, low key.
Everybody used to say that.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw, when I first saw Dog, I was like, when did Lloyd? I'm like, I know rap ain't that bad that you got to make porn now.
Oh no, rappers are sliding over into porn too. Don't let it fool you.
It's like, damn man, G Unit ain't cutting them checks no more. You out here fucking.
In case y'all looking like, damn, Mimi looking kind of rough today because like, you know,
It is Sunday.
My pink hair is currently at home. Well, that's because I decided to go be Scuba Steve and blow dick in the jacuzzi, and I had a really wild night, and I got a lot of detangling. Huh?
Do you swim?
Well, I learned how to swim, but I don't swim. If like it's a life or death situation, I'm pretty sure to like kick back in. But I don't swim recreationally because I was scarred for life.
With the breath control?
Oh yeah. Well, you got to be because when you deep throat, like you have to be able to.
Why are you asking these?
The nigga said when you like, I got plans to go do it. Like relax.
No, I'm saying as a person that does it, like I have to have that. Like
yeah, man. You know when you suck dick, you gotta have breath control. Juan.
You can't.
You do.
You can't deep throat if you can't control your breathing. You can't
Stop.
Time it properly.
Look,
and hold it.
I have to sit here and listen to horizontal refreshment. I hear that shit from 3 people.
Oh yeah, because Donnie definitely.
Thank you, babe. Yeah, but
Dog, it's that shotgun.
No, but okay, so it wasn't even a planned trip. So Wednesday, you know, Mondays and Wednesdays, those are my wing nights. But I hadn't talked to nobody, so I hadn't had any plans of going anywhere. So 9:58, the nigga emails me because we toxic and we still got each other blocked, so we still communicate through email only, even though we whatever.
That's why you can't commit to anybody.
Yep, because you can't let him go.
That is not why.
That is why.
Number one.
That is not why.
No, not only is he your measuring stick, pause,
Big
but
pause.
you won't let him go. You won't really banish that nigga from this multiverse.
Banish him to the shadow realm.
That is not what it is.
Write his name down in the death note.
If somebody stepped up and did what the fuck they were supposed to do, then maybe that wouldn't be an issue.
There is no
because perfect example, I've had somebody who has been asking me forever to go on dates, yada yada yada. Now I already agreed last year, and he didn't follow through. Last year, and y'all know how I am about when I feel like niggas playing. I push you to the side quick. I was nice and gave another chance this year, and dog still bullshitted, didn't follow through. So I'm just not fucking with him. But that's what I'm saying. Like people will come at me like they're really on something and they want to be on some shit, and then they don't be on shit. What the fuck do y'all want me to do?
What do you want from me?
If I have somebody that
what are you waiting
I can kick it with, have fun, fuck on, do all of this kind of shit, and then I'm not committed, it is what it is. If there's somebody who is actually going to do what the fuck they are supposed to do that makes me want to commit to them, that's a totally different story. Look, there's nobody that's doing things that are worthy of being committed to, and then I'm just like, nah, bro, I don't want to commit to you. That's not the case here.
Just in case you die. I'm talking about the tablet, not you.
Can you be specific, motherfucker? This is Milwaukee.
You right.
God
right.
Damn. Don't you put that even on me, Ricky Bobby?
I mean, but he gave
we need to add that to the soundboard.
We really do.
He gave you a charger, though.
No.
If you listen to the audio, you wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He said, just in case you die. Not the iPad. He said, just in case you die. Nigga.
You got to think of the audio. The audio side of this.
Nah, but yeah, so I was definitely out here trying to be scuba. So he hit me at 9:58 and he like, hey, it's wing night. Where you at? I'm like, dog, wing night is over at 10. It is way too late for that. So he like, well, it ain't too late.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, so he like, it ain't too late to kick it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, well, what you want to do? What's the move? He like, well, you know, I can go see some ass shaking.
Just somewhere. You know what?
It's not your business.
I suck dick on a weekly basis.
It's not my fight. You're right. It's not my fight. But like, fam, you can't be in your fucking car drowning in fucking booze and alcohol, crying.
They didn't get the opportunity and fuck up.
Well, no, I think what it is like based on performance. I think now he has set a personal goal to compete with what he's seen. I think that's what's going on.
You
here.
know, honestly, nigga, we're sick people. As a male species, we are sick people.
True.
Because
So
that's
I
some
think-
shit we is like, you know what? All right, you and the mother niggas, they ain't finna top this shit. Show these motherfuckers this dick. Like, wait a minute.
because
fam.
and I feel like that's
What
what
is
he
you
on.
on?
I legit feel like that's
bro,
what he on. Like,
why you wilding out? You get it for recreational. These niggas get it only for work. Calm down.
right, like you don't have to compete with anybody in that realm. Like that is entertainment,
how
and we
long
still don't get as nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to.
How long did he watch to understand that he has?
Do you really want to know that
to
answer?
compete with?
I don't know because I thought that he was just saying, man, fuck your OnlyFans. Like,
Is he
to be
still
funny.
subscribed?
No, I told y'all he disputed the charges.
He's definitely not
I
wrong.
got my money back, but
He's not wrong. I'd have disputed some fucking charges too.
He disputed the charges.
Dog was so disgusted.
I'd have called my bank like, look, I am hacked.
Yeah, but like and I think now, because I made a post on Facebook the other day, and because women have this horrible thing, like it was like a meme or something, and it was like if a woman is dating 5 different guys, how many guys? Oh, Passport Cuddy. Queen Ho, love her. I've been following her forever. Like when I was on Twitter.
Passport Cuddy.
Passport Cuddy, like
That is
way
a
back
wild-
when we was active on Twitter.
That is a wild.
Like she's
ass
damn near
man.
like people feel like I should try to get her on my pod, but I'm not Rudy. So I don't like to, really I don't like the spotlight, bro. I like to chill.
Rudy.
No, because Rudy,
Rudolph,
he
Rudolph
gets
be
some
out
heavy
there.
heat.
Yeah,
He
that's
in
his
there.
thing. That's his
Yeah,
whole show.
But that's just not what I be on.
Yeah.
For
what
me,
happened
my
when this
pod
shit
is more of an outlet.
It's your
I'm not
journal.
trying to take it, like other
Why do
people
we
do
have to
theirs.
be a part of?
Yeah,
her
it's her
journey?
journal. She got to talk to somebody.
But anyway,
Not us.
I mean, I don't want it to be.
So-
us, but you bring the funny, so you stuck, and I run the board, so I can't go nowhere.
no, but so
That's true.
We
so
tried
it
to
asks-
hire somebody.
So it asks
Sorry.
if a woman is dating, 5 different guys, how many guys can she have sex with?
All of them.
Exactly. And that was I've said
If she chooses to have sex with all of them
right
at
it-
one time
well,
too.
Well,
It's
it
up to
didn't
her.
say how many should she. It just said how many can she. She can fuck all 5. It's up to her. Like, so
I mean, her
that
pH
there is
balance gonna
always,
be off.
The question is, should she be honest with all 5 that she is fucking, that she's fucking other people? I think that's the real question.
No,
no,
you
they
should
not
be-
my only dick.
You should be honest off top, period, because the world not safe.
That is awesome.
Because one dick can be dirty, you don't know that. Now all 5
So
dicks are dirty.
now I'm gonna circle back around to that. So as women, women always have this thing where they have this image to uphold, and they got to make it seem like, well, I'll never let more than one guy touch me at once. But if that's just your personal preference, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to fuck one guy and only one guy, that is perfectly fine. If you want to fuck all 5 of those gentlemen, that is perfectly fine. That is your business. That is your prerogative. You are not committed to anybody. You can do what you want to do. My problem is the fact that women like to down talk other women that are not remaining faithful to single niggas. They feel like it's a badge of honor that they are only fucking one nigga that is not only just fucking them. And the top line they love to use is, well, I ain't fucking more than one man because I don't have community pussy. But yet they are fucking niggas with community dick. Bitch, your pussy is subsidized housing, whether you want to accept it or not.
Oh
You
my!
just call bitches low income or like
I'm just
Section
saying.
8.
And we all know, because how many times have I talked about my situation?
that is
Everybody knows about my ex infecting me. And guess what? I was faithful. I wasn't fucking around. I wasn't even entertaining text messages from other men. But me fucking one person that was fucking other people got me jammed up. You're supposed to be testing people that you fucking with regardless.
That is
so
true.
whether you're fucking with one person or 5 people, you need to be vigilant in your testing and making sure that it's legit no matter what. Because even if you are only fucking one person, that does not mean that you can't catch something. So I hate that. I hate when women feel like they have to like try to throw these little jet. Like, bitch, if you only want one dick, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't make you more superior. It doesn't increase your worth. Now, see, the problem is y'all let people convince you that being faithful to single niggas increases your worth because you're not doing anything extra.
That
When
nigga
in
ain't
actuality, it's decreasing your shit because all you're showing this nigga is that you're willing to just fuck him and put your life on hold while he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
because he damn
Snap
show
out of that
is.
shit. I'm not telling you that you have to go fuck more than one nigga. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is y'all need to kind of come out of that little cloud that you in that feels like if you're only fucking one nigga, that it makes you better than a bitch that's fucking more than one nigga. Because it
Nope.
doesn't.
You just
It's
at
just it's all a matter of personal preference.
nope. You just at home bored and lonely. But if you're gonna be that way, make sure you check out Commerce Candy Closets. Go ahead and get your own sex
Especially
toys.
because you know I'm gonna be doing a Black Friday sale this week, so you want to make sure that you log in for that. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what the sale is gonna be yet. You know, you're just gonna have to go ahead and log in, check out and see what I got. There will be no codes. I'm not going to make you do a code. It'll be an automatic discount. So once you add things to your cart, the discount will be taken off automatically. And because Christmas time is coming up, I am actually going to be doing another holiday raffle. So tickets will be $5 and you will be able to win a lingerie item, toy, stockings, and I may throw in a little something extra for you, maybe a little massage oil or something. But it'll be a
Oh
full
shit.
kit for you. So I'll give the details about that. I'll be out of Facebook jail on Saturday on my main page. So once I'm out of Facebook jail, then I can go ahead and give all of the details from that. Because I think on this page I maybe only have like 500 people compared to damn near 5,000 on my main page. So I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah, when you gotta start a whole new Facebook shit, just don't look the same.
at all,
It looked peaceful in the beginning.
at all.
You know, this Facebook page is real peaceful compared to my
Yeah,
main
it's
page.
peaceful. It's quiet.
Hey,
You know.
so restarted driver's ed
Oh no.
last week. Okay.
This is great.
So two things to this. One is like he, and the other one is bitch ass nigga. So we're gonna start with the he first. Cause once I go on a bitch ass nigga, it might take me a minute to come off that train. So, you know, she turned 17 last week Sunday, and her driver's ed started the very next day, last Monday. So her driver's ed teacher is a black guy, black bald nigga named Mr. Davis.
That's already cold.
Now, apparently, Mr. Davis draws his name with a dollar sign for the S on the chalkboard. But Mr. Davis has messages for his students in regards to behind the wheel driver training. So apparently, one of the rules is you will not be allowed to complete your behind the wheel driving experience if you have body odor, because he is not going to be riding with the window down and he's not going to be smelling your ass. So if you do not come correct, you will not be driving.
That's fair.
I mean, not
That's
Now,
fair.
sad he had to go through it to be able to make this rule, but
now the second one, um, he will not allow you to drive if you are depressed. Apparently, one of his students was having a moment, and you know he driving, and he asked him like, "Hey man, what's wrong with you?" He nothing. He said, "Nope, nope, pull over. Mark, come up front." So he had the other guy come up and switch places. He said, "Cause if you don't give a fuck about your life, you don't care about mine or nobody else in this car, and I'm not going down with you. You crash your car into a wall on your own time." Like the way that he talks to them,
like real niggas.
That's very fair.
It sound
yeah,
like real
like
niggas.
but apparently he was like, you know, y'all see the dollar sign, and he gets to talking to the kids about like the business he run. But this nigga like be selling like snacks and juices and all kind of shit to the kids, because I don't know if he owns like some kind of store, snack business or whatever. But I'm like, bro, you get 2 hours to teach driver's ed and you in here.
Hustling the kids.
Right.
I mean, I feel like every driving instructor has their quirk. Like I felt like
But
I
apparently he's really good. Like, cause like the students and shit when they graduate, like they write like they little remarks and shit. So obviously, he's funny to them. So he's the cool teacher. But they said that he's really good in teaching them and like he's fair. So
He's helping these little youngsters get ready for the world.
yeah. But my baby, 4 days in. So on class number 4, she had her permit test. Like they didn't waste no time. And she passed. She got
damn on the first try.
first try her
Took me
permit test.
took me 6 times to pass that written shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Out
yeah.
of 50 questions, she got 46 right.
That's not bad.
Not at all. Of course, he won't tell her which questions she got wrong, because probably other students or whatever. But 46 out of 50 is fucking amazing, especially
is.
because she didn't know shit about it before, going into this class.
It's common sense.
So when you pass your permit test, you're supposed to get your MV 3001 form to be able for me to sign, take her to the DMV with her documents, for her to be able to officially get
Behind the wheel.
her instruction permit, for her to be able to do behind the wheel. Well, when I was in the hospital, halfway dead, I texted her father and I asked him, I said, hey, is still a go for her driver's ed classes that he volunteered to pay for? Because I'm in a hospital. I need to know if I got to make arrangements for, whatever. So they didn't give her MV 3001 form. Want to know why?
Because the class wasn't paid for.
Class wasn't paid for.
Niggas.
So Ree misheard the instructor. He said, oh, well, you still got a balance due. Ree thought he said $95. Now, even at $100, I'm pissed because it's like, bruh, that was 2 months ago that you said that you was going to pay for her classes. You didn't say going to pay on her classes, down payment on her classes. You made it seem like you were paying for her classes. So my baby been attending, and now she done hit this achievement milestone. She just turned 17 this week. She passed the permit test. We supposed to be heading to the DMV so she can take her fucking picture tomorrow. But we can't do that because there's a balance owed on her class. So
How much does class cost now?
for the basic, with the minimal behind the wheel training of like 6 hours, because it's 30 hours of classroom training.
Right.
Now, if you can either do classroom training online or like hybrid. Classroom training is the cheapest, and that is $375. So it's
Shit.
3 weeks, it's 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it's 30 hours of classroom training, then 6 hours of behind the wheel training. That's $375.
God damn.
And I called to check in because I'm like, okay. Now, when I called to switch her classes, I'm like, well, her dad paid for her classes, but he didn't know her sports schedule. I'd like to take that and move it, reschedule her classes so that she can start at a later date after her sports is done. So they did that, no problem. The lady on the phone, she's like, okay, I see it's been prepaid, blah, 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 blah. So we're just going to move it. Okay. She starts November 15th. On November 15th, the date I have to take her, I call again because I'm like, well, shit, I don't even know what the fuck the schedule is. I just know it starts today. So I call, ask them like, hey, my daughter, she's scheduled to start her driver's ed class today. Give her the name. I need to know, what time she has to be there. She's like, okay, 5 o'clock. Well, I see that, blah, blah, blah has been paid. So she won't have to take any money with her to class. She just needs to take a notebook and something to write with. At no time did anybody say, hey, FYI, there's still a balance due of yada, yada, yada. So I'm thinking that everything is fucking paid for. So after she tells me that there's this $95 balance is due, I text her dad and I'm like, hey, as mad as I was calm because I'm mature now. And I said, hey, what package did you pay for Ree? Because she passed her permit test today, but they won't give her form because they're saying that there's still a balance due. No response. Thursday, no response. Friday, he never takes that long to write me back. Even if he's at work, like he'll write me when he get off and say, hey, my phone got to stay in my locker while I'm at work or until I'm on break, whatever, whatever. But he'll let me know. He went silent. So I called on Saturday to find out what was going on. It wasn't $95 that was due. It was $295 that was due.
What the fuck did this nigga pay?
$80.
Oh, you gotta go, bro.
Who? What?
He
Okay.
made one $80 payment. And then it was a week after he told me that he was going, because they got the payment date in there.
Right.
I talked to him September 19th, and he said, I'm going to pay for her classes in the morning, which would have been what? September 20th. He made an $80 payment on September 27th and ain't paid shit since. But he was continuously writing her to ask, well, how driver's ed going, or how this, how that, how that.
So
Knowing that he didn't pay for it.
my nigga out here having a whole conversation, but being a whole ass nigga.
So he finally write me back, and he like, well, I paid for the highest package for her with the most behind the wheel. No, you didn't. I already talked to him. You paid for the basic package, the cheapest one, and then there's still a balance of $295 due because you only pay $80.
Nigga.
So I'm like, so they close at 1 o'clock. You need to call them and make sure that it's okay for her to even still attend class next week, because I can't tell them when you're going in to make the rest of the payment. You have to tell them when, like, okay, well, I'll be in Wednesday, whatever, whatever, whatever. I can't tell them anything about that. Like, that was the one, you had one job, bro. You don't do nothing else during the year. Nothing else. One job.
One job.
You're a Muslim, so you don't buy her shit for Christmas. She don't get shit for her birthday. So one job, bro.
The nigga became a Muslim to stop buying his kids
And then
Christmas
you
gifts?
know how,
Terrible.
and do you know how embarrassing that probably was for her? Like, she's sitting there walking up and thinking whatever, because we thinking that the shit is paid for. And then she didn't tell me until we got home. And she's like, man, because she's talking to me about like the quiz and the questions and everything. But then as we backing up in the driveway, she's like, and I couldn't even get my form because they said it's money due. What do you mean it's money? Yeah, he said that it's still $95 due. So that really, 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 really pissed me off to the point where, like, I legit cried Saturday. Like, I was stumped down in tears, crying and apologizing to my baby for her having the father that she has. Like, my baby had to come up to me and hug me and hold me and say that it's not my fault that he ain't shit.
That's all I can do.
Because I felt so bad. Like, bro, I do everything, any and everything that them kids asked for. And like, her birthday just passed. Her birthday was just a week ago. You ain't give her shit for her birthday. You ain't drop off nothing. You ain't send no money. And you didn't even make sure that her fucking classes was paid off. Like, that really burned my ass. Yeah, man, that shit sucked, don't it?
Yeah, niggas are terrible people.
Barry. That ain't gotta go.
It's just fucking annoying.
I don't understand how people can be deadbeat dads. Like, you do
Like,
know.
you have to try. Like this. Like, you have to
It's more
try.
like being,
to
and
be
then
that
being
bad.
selective deadbeat dads on top of that. Like, speaking of which, I gotta watch King Richard, because he was a selective deadbeat. No matter, I mean, he
For
was
real?
good. Yeah,
I didn't know that. The way they be making it sound like dog was.
but that's the whole thing. Like, they're praising him for being a dad to them, but a nigga left a whole family to go.
You know that, and that's common. That's like universally common, where they'll make a kid with this woman and be all in, but then like you got 2 or 3 other kids over here who you barely communicate with.
Oh, well, I actually, while I was on my way back from Chicago, my own father called me about a Facebook post that I made. We're not Facebook friends on this page, so I don't know if somebody was like, "Hey, Chuck, you see this?" or somebody
to.
told whatever. But I mean, I doubled down on it. But I was talking about how I hate when people use the excuse that, oh man, well, she won't let me see my kids, and she won't let me. But it's like, I feel like they put a lot of more effort in applying pressure for some pussy than they will to see their kids. Like, I have had niggas pop up at my crib multiple times. You can't go pop up on your kids. Like, when my dad was beefing with my mom, like, I've talked to y'all about this. Like, The nigga would show up at my school. Like there was nothing that was keeping him from me during that time. So I was talking about this in a post. And I was talking about that. And I was saying, I was like, now that changed when, he got some new coochie. So I guess that part kind of stung him a little bit. And he was like, well, that wasn't the reason. I said, no, it was. I said, and I can't really, Apple didn't fault if I said, because your dad was the same way. Like my grandfather, that's why I'm not as close with him no more. I said, I'm older now. So I have, I guess, an understanding of happy wife, happy life type shit. I said, but back then, I said, that's been almost 25 years and that still affects me to this day. And he was like, well, I'm glad, you got some understanding now. He ain't apologized for it. The nigga just said, I'm glad I understand it
Yeah,
now.
but
no,
they
there's
never
no
will.
no apology.
I'm glad you understand why the coochie had to come first. But but I did. I didn't shy away from it. I doubled down on it because I meant that. Like my dad was that nigga when I was growing up. And then when it was somebody else in the picture, like I told him on the phone Thursday morning, I'm like, you were too busy trying to make me have a relationship with her instead of making sure that we never lost ours. And then you have to realize, because I don't even think he realized that he did this all the time. He would pick me up if we went out to eat, if we went to the movie, if we did anything, he wanted to bring her. But then I was always at her house. Like, you pick me up from my mom, my friends, my everything at home. Nigga, I could have been at home outside. You pick me up to bring me over here, and I'm in the house with your girlfriend and the fucking dog. You gone. So our weekends wasn't even our weekends because you was leaving me with your girlfriend. And she didn't like me. That wasn't no fucking secret. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how nobody spend it. So I'm in a room with an old school Apple computer, y'all. I'm talking green screen.
Yikes.
Green screen Apple computer. That's how long ago this was.
Damn.
Because he worked for schools and shit. Because it had like the NPS stamp on the side. So I don't know if he smuggled it, stole it. I don't know what
How the
happened.
fuck you smuggle a computer?
Bro, I don't know.
Look, T Grizzly
Niggas
just
be
did
coming out the
time
back of the docks. Who knows?
for the
But
same
They was
reason.
still in laptops, Tom.
I don't even think we had laptops then. It was all the green screen, bro. Oregon Trail and number munchers and shit.
Why is Oregon Trail not updated for the Xbox or the PlayStation?
When the pussy is no longer accessible, that daddy shit goes out the window. Woo, tell it.
I would never do my kid like that.
Tell it.
Even if I ain't beefing with his mama.
Big facts.
But I don't understand how when your seed is born, like you are supposed to commit yourself to making sure they have the best life possible. That is what being a parent is. Like you want to make sure that your kids are successful. Okay. They are out of harm's way. You do everything you can to make sure that they have the life that you either didn't have or something that's just better than what you did have, regardless. As much as you can, you want your kids to be successful. You want them to be great. You want them to be happy. So I just don't see how people can use that as an excuse. Does that mean that I don't know that some baby mamas are complete bitches? Absolutely. Yes, some bitches are just horrible. They are spiteful and they are like the worst people in the fucking world when it comes to using kids as pawns. Does that mean that I feel like you get to use that as an excuse to abandon your kid? No, because y'all put up with a lot of shit. Y'all put up with bosses that y'all don't like every fucking day. You still take your ass to fucking work, don't you?
Yes, we do.
You hate that bitch. You can't stand that motherfucker. You really hate your coworkers, but you take your ass to work every single day. But because you hate your baby mama, you can't be a father to your kids?
Yes,
Eh,
that's how it works.
eh.
I didn't say it was right. I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
I'm just saying, people put up with shit that they don't want to put up with all the fucking time. But you can't do that for your kids. Like, you can't make sacrifices for your kids. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to see your kids. It shouldn't be that hard to be involved with your kids. I am not condoning the actions of women that do that. But shit, his dad's like that too.
True.
I dealt with my homegirl. Like I used to have to help her with that shit. Cause her baby daddy was on that shit. I used to have to take her to go visit her kids and do all of that kind of shit. And he used to play games. So it's not just women either.
That's gay.
But it's really just I don't see how you can willingly turn your back on your fucking kid and not use every fucking breath in your body to fight for your fucking offspring.
Right.
Like, nigga, I had custody of mine.
Niggas
And I
don't.
was finna go back because my PO told me I couldn't go to my baby fucking birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese because I was on house arrest. Bitch, fuck you. I'm never not finna miss my daughter's birthday party. And she sleep under my titty every day.
Niggas be looking.
I don't miss a moment with her.
Niggas be looking for a way out.
And I'm still going exactly.
And then when they find a way
people
out,
can
they
and
just,
people
They just
condone
live
it.
on it.
They abuse it.
And people condone it. Like, they allow motherfuckers to use that as an out. They allow people to use that as a fucking excuse. I don't give a fuck how difficult your baby mama or your baby daddy is. That is not an excuse for you to give up on your fucking kids.
Facts. They didn't ask to be here.
So yeah, if you one of them motherfuckers that, man, she don't let me, you're not trying hard enough. Because like I said, they gotta go to school. Some of y'all kids even ride the bus. Motherfuckers be on the bus stop and shit. And I don't know. I guess maybe that is just because, like, when my dad wanted to be my dad, he showed that through those actions. Like, my mom had a restraining order on my dad at some point where he couldn't come around her. So because he couldn't come to the house where that niggas could, right up to the school. And because he was such an active dad, like, niggas didn't question that shit. I'm sitting here writing weak ass ponytails and shit. Teacher tapping me. Somebody's here for you. And I look up. It's my bean head ass daddy in the door. So I don't know. Y'all really gotta stop using that shit as an excuse.
These niggas is
Cause
lazy now.
y'all go hard for everything else. If you motherfuckers can sit here and hound a bitch for pussy and not take no for pussy, you cannot take no to see your fucking kids. Just
That's
a thought.
because they never want to be dads to begin with. They just wanted some raw ass and don't want the responsibility.
For you bitches that won't let niggas break up with you, you can not let a nigga take your kids away. Just saying.
How do you not let a motherfucker break up with you?
There's bitches out here, trust me.
Yeah.
Bitch, if I say this is done, this is done.
Yeah.
Because I will physically remove you.
Oh my.
I gotta stop threatening to beat people up.
You really do.
I'm
It might happen one day, Tom.
I got bail money on the side, bro.
And you gonna be the first one to get that phone call. Like, Juan is like, I can see the group chat now.
So we didn't get a chance to address this last week because we
Juan
ran
really
out of time.
punched the bitch.
But speaking of like applying pressure, like, because it can be done in so many ways, like I just said, like, I feel like niggas apply pressure more when it comes to getting some pussy than they will to be active in their kids' lives. Like, when it comes to dating, because this is a huge topic in social media right now. Like, starting with Juan, what is your definition of applying pressure when dating?
Oh, consistency, I guess.
Fam, I ain't dated in almost 15 years.
But
But I would
hoe regardless of.
I wasn't dating when I was a hoe. But no, it actually would be like honestly actively trying to be consistent, give the person, or just actively trying to give them something that they can remember from what you're doing.
So,
Hell, go ahead, 'cause I'm done.
no, go ahead.
No, I'm actually done.
Oh, so for me, and I think that a lot of dudes complain about women requesting that they apply pressure because they look at it that they're supposed to, like, we're telling them that they need to apply pressure to every bitch they try to holler at.
Nah.
No, that's not what that means. It means that when you come across somebody and you like, damn, like, I really want her, you need to be able to come with that shit and show why you are not every other nigga that's shooting a shot at her.
Basically.
And for every nigga to swear that they cut from a different cloth and they not another nigga, why is that so hard for you to do? Every nigga will talk about how they are cut from a different cloth than another nigga, but they don't want to show why and how they're cut from a different cloth than another nigga by applying pressure to do that.
I suggest niggas stop using that as a pickup line.
I really do.
Just stop saying it. Just say this is who I am.
Because it make it hard for people who like really different to be like, yeah, no, I live by this. Everybody says that.
But you know what? People who are really cut by a different cloth or actually like genuinely good people would never announce that this is what they are.
Right.
They
Most
just
people just
do
say
it.
it from like so. I will use my last actual relationship, which we all know was Marv.
Oh, I thought you were finna say a train wreck.
No, like that was my last actual relationship.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dog.
But
Nigga, the neck got stiff from sleeping on the couch.
but we know how that started. Marv was the definition of applying pressure when he was at me.
Actually, I gotta give him credit because he didn't even give you an opportunity sometimes to have a different opinion. He rolled up like, "Hey, be ready at 7.
Like he
Hey,
was
this is
on
right
that
here."
because we know that like romantically, like I wasn't interested in Marv like that. Like I thought that he was a cool person, so I was still willing to kick it with him. But Marv wasn't somebody that I had my eye on like that. But because that nigga applied pressure and showed me why he wasn't any other nigga that was hollering at me, I was like, damn, he really like he knows what he wants. He really going for it. And that was a fucking turn on. To have somebody to be like, you know what? I want her. I'm finna show her I want her. And I'm finna show her why she should want me. It was really that simple.
Yep.
It was really that simple.
And
Because
actually,
niggas is always, oh man, well if you know, and they want you to sweat them, and if they not showing the genuine interest, nobody is telling you to sweat a bitch that is leaving you on red. That whenever you talk to her, she is giving you one word answers. Like y'all using that shit as a cop out. Y'all using that shit as an excuse because y'all fucking lazy. Y'all don't want to work for bitches because y'all feel like y'all just supposed to pull up. She's supposed to want to suck your dick, and then that's it.
oh my.
Now, for some hoes, that may be the case. You don't have to apply pressure to them.
That don't sound like too bad of an idea.
I'm just saying, like,
But you can't think that you can get that from any and everybody. That'd be the problem.
I think the problem for me, as I've communicated, like on my page, like my listeners, they don't all follow me on social media, but like I've communicated on my page, the issue for me is niggas, especially the same niggas that's always complaining about applying pressure and why they're not going to apply pressure to no woman.
Was that?
These are the same niggas that are always telling women that we need to pick better. We need to choose better. Well, how the fuck are we supposed to do that if you're not showing us why we need to choose you?
No, you're just supposed to close your eyes and spin around
Right.
Basically.
and pick.
You supposed to assume that the nigga who's saying it is what the definition of better is.
I mean, but I feel like applying pressure is kind of like working a job. Like when you truly love your job, it's not work.
what she said.
You go to work, you're happy, and you good. I feel like when you truly like a person, it's not hard to apply pressure
you.
That's all it
because
is.
you
Thank
truly
you.
You
like
that
them.
person,
And that's what
you
I'm
gonna
And
go.
you want to go the extra mile for that person so you can be noticed. But like when you just out here trying to fuck bitches, I totally get where I'm not applying to no pressure, no bitch. I'm just trying to fuck on.
But you can't treat every bitch as a
Right.
bitch you just
That's
want to
why I
fuck,
said,
and that's
like,
the problem.
if
Yeah.
you looking for some pussy, then yeah, you right. Maybe applying pressure in that manner ain't for you. Don't do it.
Every chick is not going.
But when you like a chick and you truly into her and you want to get to know her, applying pressure is not hard.
That
Right.
was my exact.
It's not. It actually is
Point.
natural.
Motherfuckers be applying pressure to bitches that leave, like you said, leave you on fucking red in the inbox.
Like if you say something twice, walk away.
That man, I tell niggas all the time, if them bubbles on my side start outweighing the bubbles on your side, I'm
You
not
not finna hear
fucking with
from
you
me.
no more.
So my stat I wrote last week, I said there's a current debate going on about men applying pressure, and most of them saying they refuse to do so. The funny thing about that is the same niggas that spend every moment of their day criticizing women for their choices in men and telling them to choose better on these apps are the ones turning their noses up to women actually saying, apply pressure to separate yourself from these other guys and show me why I should choose you. So you want us to choose better, but you want it based on what exactly? Like if you don't want to actually show that you are worth choosing, how do you expect us to be able to choose better if none of you niggas want to work for it to show us that you're the better choice?
Read my resume.
You ain't got no resume.
Niggas don't even update their resume.
My
They real resume.
I think my resume is pretty valid.
A real resume.
Outcomes was very shitty, but it was pretty valid.
So the results of your resume does not work in your favor. It just means
Look, bro, I didn't tell them to be hoes.
All right, so we got a comment. It says men need to realize that a female gets approached on a constant. You have to stand out, show constant attention, dare to be different from all these other lanes. And that was something that I said because I went kind of like on a multi-poser rant. I tend to do that a lot.
you did go.
Yeah.
You went.
But that goes into because like I already gave the example about Marvin. I told y'all earlier about the guy that asked me on multiple dates just to never follow through. But I said men are hunters, so they will always approach us as long as there's pussy between our legs. So when I say apply pressure, it ain't about harassment. It's telling you that if I'm giving you the chance to show me you're not just another nigga sniffing around and adding knots to your belt, and you are genuinely interested in me, you shouldn't have a problem showing that.
Facts.
Like that's it. Like if you are not into, like if you real lukewarm on her, you just kind of so you're not really feeling her like that.
Right.
No, you're not gonna feel like you want to work for it.
Right.
So why do you feel like it's wrong for us to say, like, if you genuinely want to fuck with me, that I want you to show me that?
Who is the nigga speaking on behalf of all niggas?
We
on
did
the
not vote
internet?
this nigga.
Like,
No, it's not. It started on. You know how shit starts on
Everything
Twitter and
starts
it
on
makes
Twitter.
its way to
everything starts on
Facebook.
Twitter.
I think everybody in Rain Report group, like damn near like 98% of the niggas in Rain Report group hate women anyway. So I expect it from them.
But why are you?
But
there?
it's just a wide range of debate on social media as far as why niggas feel like they should be equally chased.
What the hell happened
I mean,
in the
as a-
dating world
I like a
from
little.
the 70s to the 90s?
I like a little chase. I like to be pursued a little bit.
You don't want to be chased. You just want to know that your efforts are not going in vain.
Right.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
But these niggas want the bitches to come to them.
I want to know that you like
No
me.
disrespect to the real women.
I want to know that you like me as much as I like you.
Exactly. That's really all we need.
Just reciprocate the effort.
Right. If I'm gonna put this effort
'Cause
in
if-
you, just let me know that you're not trying to use me.
Right.
You really feel
Because
it.
if I know you fuck with me like I'm fucking with you, this pressure shit is not pressure.
It's not gonna be
easy.
hard. It's gonna be
So-
what we want to do.
So here's my response for that, because I can see where you're coming from. But my thing is this: niggas are always on us about not being able to see red flags. We ignored this sign. We ignored that sign. Y'all can't catch signs when the bitch is not feeling you. Because I know when I'm not feeling you, it's very evident. It's very clear. You can't tell when a bitch is using you for fucking daiquiris and spinach dip, but y'all expect us to be able to catch
That
every
is the
red
one-
flag.
That is a wild combination to use a nigga for.
I'm just saying.
Hey, she not lying.
I mean, it's true.
I've been on many of Applebee's days that got home like, you know what? I'm probably
You
never
just a
gonna.
free
I'm,
meal.
I'm probably not gonna talk to her again. This was your free meal out of wine,
Right.
and we good. It's okay.
Right. But see how you did that, and then you instantly was like, that ain't gonna work for
Yeah,
me.
this ain't gonna work.
Niggas
Or
Well,
go on a
keep-
second date.
and keep going, and then be like, oh man, these bitches trying to use, like,
You've been used already, my guy.
and then it's like, and typically, even before you get to that date point, you should already have a vibe before y'all even get to that date point.
Bro, you can tell in the. I can tell certain things just conversation. Like
Exactly.
if we talking and I notice like I ask you like a complex question, which is very rare, but like I'm gonna ask you some deep shit that requires you to think and give me a long drawn out answer. If your answer is short, that fam, what are we talking about here? You don't really want to talk to me because you didn't even think about what I just asked you. You just okay.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, you can go back to the bottom of the pile, fam.
One
They'll
thing-
find somebody else to talk to.
now, are there women that will go on dates with niggas that they're not interested in and
Most
whatever
definitely.
if
Most
they offer?
definitely.
Absolutely.
But
But-
them hoes be wanting free meals.
Absolutely.
Just say that.
Loose
But I
bitches.
also feel like the same way niggas feel like we got all these red flags and signs and shit. Y'all know that before y'all take that bitch out.
That's a big fact.
Y'all know that before y'all get that bitch at that table
True.
ordering that shit.
This is true.
Y'all know that because of her energy. She's not acting all into you and shit in order for you to go there. Like, you probably think, well, maybe, once we get out and I get some drinks in her, then, she'll loosen up and it'll get better. But before y'all go on that date, her energy is showing you that she really not fucking with you like that. She's not gonna turn you down for a
Right.
free date.
Because you offered
But
to pay.
right, but before that, you can definitely tell when a bitch is not interested in you like that. I see it all the time. I turn niggas down all the time, and guess what? They still try to date me because I'm just the person. Like for me personally, y'all know I'm very easily irritated. Like I'm a very irritable person,
You
so
are.
I don't like to be in the presence of people that annoy me. So
Facts.
that's why I don't accept dates with people that I don't want to be. I don't want to be in your fucking presence. Because if I'm sitting here eating and shit, and you talking to me, like I'm gonna just be, bro, just.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm gonna have an attitude.
Let me finish my spin dip.
Right.
Fuck up.
Right. But I feel like for those women that do accept to go on dates with niggas that they're not interested in, they're not switching up. They attitude and like how they real short with you and they real dry with you and everything else, it's always the same. They're just not telling you no because you're still offering to take them out. When you should have took those fucking hints and accepted that energy for what it was and not took that bitch out in the first place. That's your fault. Bitches are very clear with their energy. They not sitting here, oh babe and hun and all like, oh, I'm gonna suck your dick. And then
Oh
when you
my.
get there, now all of a sudden nigga, why is you talking to me? They had that energy from jump. It's just because you keep pursuing, yeah, they go play you for a sucker.
Yeah, they
Because I'm
want to
like,
fuck.
because when I tell you there are so many niggas that constantly do not take no for a fucking answer from me. If I was that type of bitch, I could use a lot of niggas. I just don't. It's not worth the headache for me to be annoyed trying to use niggas that I don't want to be around.
Facts.
If I wanted
Facts.
to, I definitely could.
But bitches love a free
Because
meal.
because I
Who
know
don't love a free
I
meal?
know that y'all feel my energy. I know that you know that I'm not interested. I know that you know that I'm annoyed when you write me. I know that you understand those short ass one word answers or when I just don't reply at all. And then you write me another day and I'm like, you know what? I didn't ignore a dog for like the past 4 days. I can at least I get to feeling bad for feeling rude. And then I'll write a hey, and then I disappear on your ass again for another 2 weeks. I know that you feel that, but you still, well, if you ever let me take you out one day, but then y'all to be the niggas talking about some bitches trying to use y'all for food. Cause you don't know how to take no for a fucking answer.
If I ever have to use that in a sentence,
It's terrible.
hey, if you just let
Yes,
me,
niggas ignore energy and vibes because every nigga feels like they are that nigga and they
That's
can
why you
convince
don't
a
try to
bitch
date
to
every
give
chick.
up the pussy.
You don't date the chick.
if
Be
I
friends
if
with them.
if
Get to know
we
them.
if we go on
Go to
And then
lunch.
that becomes our fault. When we choose horrible niggas, it's our fault. When they choose horrible bitches, it's still our fucking fault.
yeah,
Those are just horrible
I didn't
niggas who
tell
don't
them to
want to
be
accept the
hoes.
fact.
Huh?
I didn't tell them to be hoes. I was trying to love these bitches
That was probably your fault.
for being who I am.
He's
That's
a
my
cancer,
fault.
bro. He
You
can't
didn't
help it.
recognize the energy, bro.
Cause even Lil Young Buck, because he's a cancer, I feel like he's kind of getting attached when it's just supposed to be a work thing.
Mm.
You know, I hate the theories about cancers because not all of it is true.
No, y'all be caking and shit like tough.
You
Like y'all
are
can't help it.
you a
Y'all
habitual
really
caker,
get
dog.
like y'all want to be loved and
When I
affectionate and shit.
You are
You can't help it. It's not a
you are
bad
caking
thing.
ice cream, bro.
when I like you, yes, you'll get cake, ice cream, cupcakes, cookies, sprinkles, bitch. What you want?
The problem,
Because I like
but
you.
the problem is you not supposed to. Prime example. We keep going here, but this is the best example for you. It was only supposed to be a green light to fuck. You fell in love.
Because that's who you are
But she,
But we
internally.
not
she
mad.
showed me that she liked me at one point in time. Now, whenever that shit changed, bitch should have spoke up and be like, hey, you know what, bro? This ride has been cool, but I think I want off.
I don't think it ever changed.
I'd have been hurt,
I
but
think she thought that she had a nigga she could control the narrative.
was she trying to brainwash me?
Not like kind of. You
No.
pay attention.
Honestly,
Kinda.
if we're being honest, and I always am, I think it was just the fact that you were really a music soul child type of nigga. Like I don't care if you was a prostitute, hit every man you ever knew. Like you accepted her for the hoe she was, and she knew that you genuinely liked her, and she could she didn't have to change anything about herself.
Right.
And she latched on to
And
that.
she
Right,
latched
because
onto that.
I wouldn't want nobody to try to,
But during the same time, she was trying to, one of your biggest things is even though you may know where your next step in life needs to be, you don't want to go there until you're ready. And she was trying to push you there. You wasn't ready to be there.
you know what, Tom? I played enough video games. You want to know what happens when you step off the fucking ledge and you ain't
I
ready?
am not disagreeing
You
with
fall,
you.
and sometimes you don't got no extra man.
That's what's wrong with you. You grew up in the era where you actually had to care about your three lives.
It's game fucking over.
But
Like,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that caused a conflict that probably wouldn't have been there because here's one person
but you
trying to
know
make you
what
go
though?
this
Like,
way. You don't.
also, and then like when people step away from you, and then you see like, okay, I see what you was trying to do, and I also see that you didn't make it. I see that what you were trying to accomplish, you didn't fucking do it. So
That's
you like you got on my ass for not stepping on the ledge, but you stepped on that motherfucker and you failed pretty fucking hard.
you made bad choices. Got on the wrong ledge.
That's all I'll be saying is like, so
What-
you want a Russian nigga to die, and then you stepped out there and died on your own.
Yeah, but like,
I wasn't dying with you,
like,
bitch.
you would have just walked around the corner. There's a scaffold over
That's
here.
man. You just work smarter, not harder. So like, look, all right, fam, we ain't got enough to build a bridge. What's the best next way we could get to the other side without nobody falling off? Nobody wanted to wait for that.
I was cool with it, bro.
So last
You
like
could be a cancer.
last like serious topic of the night.
I can't help it, bro. That's who I am.
Because being back on Twitter again, it really like
Is Twitter the same?
it's
Because it looked
triggering.
different.
No, it's not.
It's
It looked
triggering.
different. It's a different world.
Pornhub.
I was trying to be in them Twitter streets until I got a new phone. I was like, you know what,
Did
dog?
y'all hear that?
Twitter.
Hear
Did you
what?
poop?
Did you poop?
I did.
No, we didn't pick it up.
You on that black leather? It kind of
It felt like it was kind of
And you
like
sitting on the towel too, so
Yeah,
it kind
that's
of
what it is. You sit on the towel.
What towel is that? Why you ripping ass on it?
It's a studio towel.
It's like, oh motherfucker,
oh, so it's like sound absorb. Okay.
It's a soundproof
oh
towel.
motherfucker don't put
Oh,
their
you know
face
what?
on
I
that.
actually I have on drawers today too. It's a thong, so
It's
that
a-
probably
clap,
like.
clap for the draws.
All right, dog.
Well, that's because these particular jogging pants leave lint on you, and I don't want that shit on my cooter.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
You
No,
don't-
'cause,
you don't want
like-
no dingleberries.
No, because that's pretty much what it would do. No, because what happened was like, I got multiple pair, like different colors, and I had on my little hoe attire. So I had on like my little fishnet stuff, and I pulled my pants on over it until I got to the hotel. And when I pulled them off, like it was all kind of like little lint and shit stuck to them. So I'm like, okay, can't go bare in these. So whenever I wear these kind of jogging pants, I have to put panties on.
Thank
But no,
God that you
T-shirt
wasn't
So,
and her panties.
We've talked on the show before about how it seems like people have a huge problem when it comes to black women in luxury and feeling like we are just not deserving of having nice things. We are not deserving of having a fucking break. We're not deserving of anything except for fucking suffering and struggling all the time. For whatever reason, niggas feel like black woman is synonymous with fucking struggling and suffering. So when you're not, it's like motherfuckers have a problem with that. So on Twitter, there's a lady. She's she's a pretty successful lady. I forgot what she does, but I was caught like tail end of it. But apparently she has two kids. She has like a preschooler, I believe, and she recently had a newborn. And she was talking about how she gets postpartum like doula services. I feel like more black women need doulas.
Shout out to the doulas of the world.
Hey, we
shout
know
out
a
to Mia.
doula.
I know 3.
Yep. Shout out to Mia.
I just friended one on Facebook.
But there are actually people attacking her for having help with her fucking newborn. So I guess the arrangement, 2 nights a week. 2 nights a week. The doula arrives at 8 p.m. The mom, she preps, like she breastfeeds. So she has the breast milk that she's putting in the bottles. She sets like a little aromatherapy thing for the baby and everything, gets everything situated. And then from 8 p.m. to 6 in the morning is mommy time. Like she get to rest, she get to do what she need to do, and the doula is there overnight to take care of the baby. Apparently her mom drives in like 10 hours and helps. So while the doula has the baby, the grandma deals with the preschooler. They got their own little area and shit for her to be able to regenerate. Now she's also had for both of her kids, she has C-sections. If you know anything about a C-section, that shit is a hell of a recovery. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't had one, but I have watched people, and that shit is very, very difficult. People don't understand how physically, mentally, and emotionally taxing pregnancy is on a woman's body. But
Well,
there are actually people mad at her.
if giving birth is anything like constipation,
Nope,
I,
not even remotely
I,
close, bro.
I agree.
No,
Not even remotely close. Teresa had 2 C-sections.
no, not at all. Um, but there are actually people pissed off and coming for her neck because she is practicing self fucking care. I don't know why black people have this thing where they feel like because they struggle with something, everybody struggle is supposed to struggle with something. Like, and she had to make a like a follow up video to her tweets, basically letting motherfuckers know that motherhood is not a competition to the point where you have to feel like you are a more superior mother just because you allow yourself to be burned out. Everybody is always talking about this. It takes a village shit. But the moment a black woman utilizes that fucking village and actually gets some fucking help, motherfuckers act like she is unworthy to be a mom because she's not doing everything by herself. And I hate that. Y'all really got to stop that shit, man. Like they are deserving of being able to take care of themselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. It is not our job just because we are black women and black mothers for us to have to burn ourselves out for everybody all of the time. Like we got to take care of ourselves too. It is not our job to give everything that we have to everybody else and never think about ourselves. Y'all be thinking about that old slavery shit. This ain't that, my nigga. This is not that. Motherfuckers had us out working in fucking cotton fields and shit, and then coming in and want them to raise their kids and shit. This is not that.
So they was mad that she had help.
Yes, they're mad because they're basically coming down on her and ridiculing her and making it seem like she don't need to have kids because she has help with her kids 2 nights a week.
So you mad because you ain't got no help. See, your mama said you on your own. Them your kids. Your baby daddy don't fuck with you at all. He don't come pick these snot nosed bastards up. So you mad because you ain't got a prayer in the fucking world. And you taking it out because this young lady was like, you know what? I got me a doula. She said with this motherfucker while I get some sleep, my mama come in and help out with the people need to shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute, hold on. What's such a big deal about getting a doula to come do this when rich bitches who don't even cater to their kids
Have surrogate mothers.
have whole fucking nannies that literally raise their kid all day?
It's-
Where's the outcry at them?
Jesus said, preach.
it's a rich white kid that
Don't
only
even know
knows
his mama.
only knows the nanny.
Right.
He don't know his mama. He don't know his daddy. He just know, hey, Stephanie gets here at about 9 a.m. and drops me off at school, we is rocking.
There is a kid named Alexander somewhere in Brookfield who can speak fluent Spanish that he learned from his nanny Esmeralda, but
Duh.
could not tell you.
Spanish nannies be having some of the
Wasn't that Adam Sandler movie Spanglish?
Yes.
No. That was Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah.
Sparrow, that was in that?
Cause no, I'm saying I never watched Spanglish, but Fun with Dick and Jane. They had a Hispanic nanny, so he kept saying their son kept talking in Spanish and shit.
It was all because that's what she kept talking to him.
Yeah, but I felt like there were a lot of people in the comments that were actually trying to find out that information. So I'm glad with her making that post because that shed light on something that a lot of people didn't even know existed.
That you could
Like-
get a doula?
Well, they didn't know like that postpartum doulas were a thing. They thought it was just, during the pregnancy and childbirth, and then they pretty much done with you. But apparently, based on the comments, it says there are birth postpartum death, and even abortion doulas. There may be other types as well, but those are the ones I know. Like I didn't know nothing about any of those.
Well, if y'all need a food doula,
But she says she pays $27 an hour for 20 hours a week. But depending on your insurance plan, you can actually be reimbursed through prior authorization. So that's something that may be available to you through your insurance as well. So if you have an opportunity, I definitely want you to look into that. Like even with housekeepers and shit, like motherfuckers feel like we not supposed to have people come in. Like we can't pay for motherfuckers to help for us with shit.
who's that? What happened?
Like housekeeping services and shit, like
Oh, yeah.
paying the motherfucker to come
We're
in.
not
Like
supposed to have housekeeping services.
we're not supposed to be. We're supposed to do everything. If we're not doing everything from sun up to sundown for everybody else, we're considered
Why?
lazy and worthless.
Why do people think?
Why do we have to
that-
work till our fucking fingers
It's-
fall off?
First of all, it is not fucking 1852.
Right? Hold
Big
on.
fact.
Aziza says black women have been tricked into being quote unquote strong. If you are not taking on the weight of the world in stilettos, you ain't measuring up. Exactly.
Well, fuck them. First of all, I seen y'all in stilettos.
Right, them
Y'all
shits look like it
it
hurt.
hurts, right? So that definitely is a dumb fucking answer.
Mia Morris and Tasha James provide postpartum doula services for black women here in Milwaukee. Shout out to them.
Go ahead and plug your peoples,
Can I hire Mia?
huh?
I said, can I hire Mia?
For what?
I got postpartum. I'm depressed.
But it's just crazy because
Shut up.
And that melanin,
All of these
and
people,
that ass.
are talking like,
It's
and
gonna help
then
me smile.
you know how men be coming on shit. They ain't got no fucking business coming on. I'm trying to find this comment.
Does she not have beautiful skin tone?
Who?
Answer the question.
Sick of your
Answer
shit.
the question.
Sick of your shit.
Does she not have beautiful chocolate skin?
All black skin matters.
And is that ass not as fat as the day is long?
She is all ass,
Right. She like 5'2" and is nothing but booty.
but that's not what we're here for.
And shout out to everybody who kept getting that lyric wrong.
I'm so because she got so much backlash over that because motherfuckers really feel like you are supposed to struggle. Like why? Where is this? I'm
Because
sorry. Because
as a black woman, that is the calling card for black excellence. You must struggle.
Are you?
Even when you get to a point in life where you can no longer, when you can pay to not struggle, they still want you to struggle.
Hey Juan, what's that time in that corner?
It's an hour 53.
God damn.
Yeah, we finna wrap it up in a minute. I found the video though that I was talking about. I gotta turn my volume up though. So somebody, I guess they replied on TikTok. So you know how you can make a video to whoever comment or whatever.
A video to the video.
Yeah. So somebody replied to one of her other videos and said, I have no family in here, just me and my husband. I went through hell mentally, but still could take care of my kids without others. That's your job. So this was her reply to that.
So this is the only video that I'm making that's addressing anything negative. And I'm not going to defend who I am as a mother because I know who I am as a mom and everyone around me knows who I am as a mom. This video is actually for other moms. And I just want to say that motherhood is not rooted in struggle. It's not a competition to see who struggles the most and what makes them a better mother. It's always, a mother's mental health matters. Self-care, take care of yourself. It takes a village, ask for help. But when someone does that, it's controversial. It shouldn't be that way. Take care of yourself. Because I take care of myself, I work really hard. I had a baby this year. I'm really proud of myself, and I'm proud of myself for asking for help. Asking for help for me looks like my partner being here every single day, getting up in the middle of the night, cooking for us, getting, everyone taken care of, making sure everyone's straight. It's like my mom traveling 10 hours to be with us and stay with us for 4 weeks and do all of the cooking and cleaning because I was recovering. My partner was continuing to take care of our other son, run errands, and do whatever he needs to do. That looks like hiring. That looks like hiring a doula, to come twice a week and watch after Maddox. And she's a phone call away when I need her. Whenever I'm feeling a kind of certain kind of way, whenever I need help, she's there for me as well. Get your village. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with it.
Get your village, ask for help. There is nothing wrong with it. Motherhood is not rooted in struggle. Okay?
Ain't the phrase it takes a village to raise a kid anyway?
But that's the whole thing. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, I
Like,
get that, but the same, but logically,
y'all
why?
say it takes a village, but then when we get help, then all of a sudden we're unfit moms because well, my mom did all of this. Like somebody like I talked about before when they were talking about how they never heard they parents say that they needed a break from their kids. Well, because they automatically had breaks.
You did.
Nigga, we used to go down south for weeks at a time or for the full fucking summer.
I'm
Niggas
gonna
had
say
summer camps back then. They weren't
exactly.
up under their parents 24/7 like they are now. So, yeah.
You know,
I really really wanted to touch on that because I wanted any black women out there that were struggling with that and feeling like they were feeling less than because they're feeling overwhelmed and they need help, please don't. Ask for the help that you need. Do not burn yourself out. And I don't want something to happen to you because it's too late and you trying to take on everything by yourself to the point where you just can't take it no more. I've been there. So, on that note, we are going to get out of here. It is 10 o'clock. So, I'm going to thank everybody for tuning in this week. Make sure that you check out www.comerscandycloset.com. I'll say starting 10 p.m. Thursday night, I already have the Black Friday sale. It's already set up, so automatic. So even if I'm drunk off eggnog that wine made or whatever else,
that shit gonna be
y'all don't
strong.
gotta wait on me because it's already set and ready to go. So it will be a huge Black Friday sale, but it will not last long. So it'll probably only be about maybe like a 12-hour sale or so. It'll probably end early Friday morning because I usually get a lot of orders during that time and I want to make sure that I can get everything out
When people first got their
quickly
check in their bank
and
account.
efficiently. So uh if you weren't able to tune in for the full live, you can always check us out on all of your favorite streaming platforms on Tuesdays. We are on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your favorite podcast. Hoecially Awkward is available, and Tone is actually getting us on Pandora too. Whoop, whoop. So until next time, we got to